move, with all that fun stuff.
Boy, that's gonna. Are we on yet?
No, there's no sound or anything.
I'll tell you who it's hurting the most. American finance. They fucking, their entire model is falling. Their entire model. And they spend millions and millions and millions getting exclusives all over the country.
Yes, they do. And they spend $1 million a month, 12 million last I heard a month.
Easily.
That takes a lot.
In Colorado, they're spending $2 million a month. I think.
Easy. Yeah. Well, look who they got. I know they use Peyton throughout the country in different areas, but heavily here. And he's not cheap.
Mm-mm.
Now, for a guy like him, he knows it. That when he can consider.
So when you think about it, any little burble in their system, if they slow down at all, it fucks them crazy. Crazy.
Imagine the amount of files that they had on new builds and the problems that they're causing. Because people that qualify for new builds 8 months ago can't necessarily qualify now. That's a huge problem. And the builder keeps the money.
What's that?
The builder keeps the money.
Or they have a kicker clause in there.
Not many of them. So yeah, it's just created a lot of issues. It's doing what it's supposed to do. We're doing what they're saying it's doing.
Well, what are the 30-year fixed rates now?
Probably 5 and a quarter.
Wow. Does that affect the affordable interest, your liquid loan?
The asset manager loan doesn't.
What?
The asset manager, the liquid loan, it doesn't change because the rate moves anyhow, so it's not going to affects a little bit in qualifying, but other than that, no. Actually becomes more popular. It's now about 70% of what I do.
Should be good.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show, the only show of its kind anywhere where we just concentrate on helping people. 303-713-TALK. 303-713-8255. How's everything going in your life and how can we help you? I know one thing that can help you is realcbdthatworks.com. Panacea Life Sciences, CBD products. You know I stand behind them. For pain, inflammation, anti-anxiety, you can do it. Order it, 30% off. Tom in the promo code, realcbdthatworks.com. They even have a cosmetic line, realcbdthatworks.com. All right, so what's in the news today that affects us? Interest rates. Think about it, interest rates. The largest increase to curb inflation, the largest recent increase. We have the Federal Reserve increased it by 0.5, right, by 0.5%. That may not seem like a lot, but it has rippling effects in the industry. Inflation hit a 40-year high. Depending on who you ask, Putin's to blame, the pandemic's to blame, Biden's to blame, or Trump's to blame. Just depends on who you ask. In any case, it's happening. A 40-year high. What does that mean for mortgages? I heard that a typical, conventional, 30-year fixed-rate loan is now at 6% or 6.5%. I'm sorry. Is it at 6.5%?
30-year fix actually is in the mid-5s.
Oh, I saw yesterday.
It's gone up 2 points because it used to be in the mid-3s. Now it's in the mid.
About 5.5 then.
5.5
for a 30-year fixed.
For a 30-year fixed with no fees. I mean, you can get a better rate. You got to pay fees, but just with no fees, it's going to be about 5.5.
All right, that's Kurt Rogers, affordable interest mortgage. How does that affect the liquid loan? The liquid loan is a 30-year line of credit, and it's a variable loan, and it varies by the year or by the month.
Varies by the month.
Okay, now, a lot of people don't like adjustable rates, but with the liquid loan, it is a, how should we say it? Simple interest.
Simple interest, that's correct.
Simple interest means they don't predict what you're going to pay in interest and then have you pay the most of it in 10 to 15 years. What they do is you pay exactly the interest on the exact amount out for the exact number of days.
30 days for the calendar month. You're paying the interest for your balance for that month. That's correct.
And with the liquid loan, if you have, let's say you refi or you buy, and your first is $500,000 on the liquid loan, $500,000. On that liquid loan, you can pay interest only if you're only going to be in the house a few years. What would interest only be on that? Approximately
$2,200.
$2,200, and that's interest only.
That'd be the
simple interest.
Correct.
Now on 500, and what happens if you have money in the bank that you're using to pay your regular bills? That lowers that interest rate. That lowers the principal.
And that's the part that is unlike any other adjustable rate mortgage out there. The money you put, because it comes with an attached checking account, that money that sits in that account is technically paying you the same rate as you're paying on the mortgage. So if the rate
it offsets.
So it offsets, and you're really not paying that rate. So when the rates move here, you get paid more money on your money. So you're not paying that rate anymore.
On that amount of money.
It's called an effective interest rate, which is the total amount of interest you pay to own the home.
Now, if you don't have money in the bank, you do pay that interest rate.
That is correct.
But it's still simple interest.
It's still simple.
And then you can choose to pay down the principal anytime you want.
Correct.
And you can choose to borrow it back again. So if you paid down $10,000 and then rates go down again, you could borrow it back.
Yes, very, very easily. It's just a matter of writing the check.
Okay. Or if rates don't go down, you can borrow it back. You can use it like a line of credit. But does it gain popularity in a time like this when rates are going up, or does it go down in popularity?
It actually is more popular now because of the benefit of being basically paid for your money sitting in the account till you spend it. So all of your money now goes to work. All of your money is like working out of a savings account, paying you 5.5%. So you're actually saving more money, able to pay the home down faster, which lower your payment, which gives you access to that credit, to that available line for 30 years.
How far are rates going to go up? Do you know? Seriously.
I think we're going to probably hit 6 to maybe 6.5 by the end of the year. I don't. They actually, over the last 2 days, they've gone down. The actual 30-year mortgage rate has gone down. What he raised when he raised the Fed's fund rate, he raised the short-term loans, home equity lines of credit, car loans, credit card loans, things like that. Those rates are going to go up instantly. Mortgage rates have already had their hit, and they're going to stay pretty steady.
303-713-TALK if you have any questions on mortgages, 303-713-8255. We are here to help you solve your problems, answer questions, take complaints. Then we had a call yesterday that I want to continue. I'm trying to find it here. I don't know if I wrote it down because I knew I was going to talk to him again. It was Sean, a Ford problem, I believe it was. Let's go back to Sean. Sean, what's happening?
Hi, Tom.
Hey.
Basically, I bought a truck at the Alpine Ford on March 31st, and
Okay, and you bought what kind of truck?
it was a 2022 Ford Ranger,
A brand new one.
brand new.
Okay, and you bought it from Alpine?
Correct.
Okay. And what's the problem? Let's get right to that.
They haven't paid my trade-in off, and I've had to
You
make
traded
another car
in.
payment
You
on it.
trade. What did you trade in?
A 2018 Ford Raptor,
A Ford Raptor. And how much did you owe on it?
$43,000.
Now, what I'd like to know, you owed 48. Did you say, or 40?
43.
43. I'm sorry. Now, on the 43 you owed, how much were they giving you for that trade?
They paid it off.
So, in other words, you got zero for the trade?
Correct.
Okay. So, you're sure of that? That's the way the deal. They didn't put any negative equity into your new truck?
No.
So, how much did you pay for the new truck?
45.
45. Okay. They probably didn't. That's a pretty good deal. You got rid of that one, and they took it off your hands, basically. But they haven't paid it off yet. Why haven't they paid it off yet?
I don't know. I called 3 weeks ago and was told that the check would be going out that week. You know, it'd be paid off by Wednesday, they told me. And that was 3 weeks ago.
Is it affecting your credit?
Well, not yet, because I made another car payment on it.
No, you shouldn't have to make another car payment.
Yeah, it was through my credit union. They said that it would ding my credit because it would show 30 days late.
Well, we need to call the car dealer. I mean, there's no excuse for this. If you have a done deal, they're supposed to pay it off. Did you give them the correct payoff amount?
Yes. Yeah.
So they're not disputing the amount.
3 weeks ago. No, not at all. They even verified the amount to me 3 weeks ago.
When's your next payment due?
My next payment was due on the 25th.
When's your next payment? On the 25th?
Or the 25th, yes. Yeah.
Are you looking to get that payment back that you made?
From what my credit union said, they said once they paid the truck off, the balance of the overpayment, since I made another payment on it, they would put my savings.
This is slam dunk. I'm going to call them right now.
Hold on. Let's call him, man. This is bull crap. 303-713-TALK. I want to remind people, this liquid loan, we're having a seminar. I hate even calling it a seminar. We're going to have a get-together, and it's going to be at Embassy Suites in Centennial, 6 o'clock. Kurt's going to buy us snacks. He'll feed you. No charge, no obligation. Seriously, we'll be there to discuss this. And you find out more at theliquidloan.com. If you go there, you'll see our pictures. Click on it. Sign up for it. We got more coming up. 303-713-TALK.
If they haven't paid it off, they don't have a loan. That's one of the key things. You don't pay off that guy's trade-in unless your loan's done and bought at the bank. So that could be an issue with this guy. They may be telling him he's approved. They're still working the loan. There's no other reason not to write that check, unless the company's going out of business, and Alpine Ford's not one of those kind of companies.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what I hear.
David Ellis Jewelry will buy your old, twisted jewelry, your tangled messes, gold, silver, platinum. They'll buy it for the metal, even old coin collections, broken watches. But they'll also buy diamonds and precious jewels as well. That's David Ellis Jewelry, 2640 East 3rd Avenue in Denver, 2640 East 3rd Avenue. That's 3rd and Clayton, basically. Give them a call if you have any questions, whether you're selling fine jewelry, old jewelry, or stones. 303-322-8779. O'Brien Legal Services. That is a place that's where Brad and his team And that is a place that does real estate law. And we call on him all the time for his knowledge and expertise, and you should too. If you're embarking on any kind of a real estate deal, whether commercial or residential, olslaw.com. That stands for O'Brien Legal Services. olslaw.com. 720-370-7388.
Seminar's 6:30. 6:30.
It says doors open 6. That's
yeah, doors open at, yeah, they do. I'll be there at 5:30, but yeah.
Are you getting people to sign up?
Right now we have about 16.
That's good.
I'd like to get up to 20, 25.
Okay. So Tom, I had this voicemail from Excel yesterday. They said in the next week, 1 to 2 weeks, they're going to put in one of those new smart meters, I guess, at my house. So, you know, haven't we had some callers that say
There's nothing wrong with it.
no? I'm not worried.
I don't think you have a choice anyway, do you?
No, you don't have a choice. Excel's going to do what they do. Said it takes about 15 minutes.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713 Talk, 713-8255. Garage Magic garage coatings for your floor will make them impervious to weather and oil and gasoline and staining, and rinse it right off. It looks beautiful. I have coatings in my garages, and you will love this. It is a lifetime guarantee. 720-600-HOME, GarageMagic.com. 720-600-HOME. They also do patios and sidewalks and pool decks. GarageMagic.com. All employees, lifetime warranty. So let's go to the phones and figure out what's going on in your life. Sergio's got a question about this liquid loan, this HELOC, which is a first deed of trust line of credit. It's different than any other loan because it never settles down. You get to pay it down. You get to borrow it back. Go ahead, Sergio. What's your question?
My question is if it'd be better to do a refi right now or try to get a HELOC.
Okay. First of all, a HELOC on top of your current loan would only make sense if you have a really, really, really good rate and then you have enough equity to matter. But what is your situation? What's your house worth right now?
Well, my house is worth it's worth something between $525 and $550. The rate that we have is it's about 3.75.
3.475?
3.75.
Oh, 3.75. Okay. And how much do you owe?
We owe roughly close to 320.
320. So, what is the reason you want to get a HELOC or more money? What would be your reason?
Mostly home improvement.
Okay. Now, let me just explain something to you. The liquid loan would raise your rate a little, but it would give you total flexibility on everything you do. But if your value is $550, what's the most, Kurt, he'll get in a line of credit?
About $450, $455.
About $450. So he'll pay off his $320.
Correct.
And he'll get another $100, $130.
Correct.
So let's say you get $130,000. You're going to be paying a little more interest, but you'll be paying simple interest. How long are you going to stay in the house?
Oh, no, we basically we want to keep it.
Okay. What is your payment right now?
Our payment is about $1,850.
Your new payment would be, if you just refinance it, it would drop to about $1,300. And this is where I was talking about earlier.
Now, but that's interest only, right?
But if he paid the same $1,850, he's now got $500 going in, paying him 5% on it, driving it down.
And how much would he pay off his house quicker?
I believe with the numbers he's telling me, I believe he would pay it off quicker, especially when you add what the new HELOC's going to cost, because he's going to pay 5.5% on that, and that has.
So his blended rate
is going to be closer to 4.25 to 4.5.
And his rate on the liquid loan would be what?
About 3.
About 3.
The effective interest rate is going to come in about 3.
Well, what is the actual interest rate?
I won't know that till I knew exactly what he's putting.
But roughly, what is it today?
5.3.
5.3. And that might scare people, but remember, it's 5.3, and that is simple interest. And if you make the same payment, you're paying 5.3, but the rest is going to principal directly. You pay more toward principal, even if you kept the same payment. If I were in your situation, Sergio, I would probably get the liquid loan, do my repairs, and then think about, then I would think about keeping as much money as I can in the bank for my bills and my regular checking, which pays down the effective balance, and I would pay the same payment if you're going to stay in the house, or even a little more, and I would pay that off quicker than a regular loan. The other thing you could always you could always refi to a fixed rate if rates ever go down again. Are rates ever going to see 2 and 3 again?
Not in my lifetime.
You don't think so?
No, not at all.
Why?
Because the lowest rates were when they first came out were 5.
No, I'm talking about on fixed
rates. The lowest when they came out 70 years ago was 5%. They've always been above that. The average is 6.
Why did they go down so low?
Because of COVID. Generate people moving money, getting money. keep the things going.
They were artificially low.
Yes.
So anyway, any other questions, Sergio?
Yes, Mr. Martino. When you say liquid, what does that mean?
Okay, here's what it means. You can get, in your case, you'll be able to borrow, let's say, $550. Okay. So that means.
Well, I mean, we were thinking only roughly maybe between 50 and 70 at the most.
I understand, but what I mean is this: it's going to pay off your $320. Okay. The liquid loan, it'll pay off your $320, and what you can do is borrow more when you need it and pay it back when you don't. It's liquid, meaning there's no set amount. A normal mortgage, you have a mortgage amount and it stays there. Let's say you have a $500,000 mortgage. You'll always have a $500,000 mortgage, and you'll pay pennies down each year on the principal and pay mostly interest. But on a liquid loan, you can pay $10,000 on the principal, and then you can borrow it back the next day. You can use it any way you want. The balance can go up and the balance can go down. The balance can stay down. The balance can stay up. If you're only going to be there a few years and the house keeps appreciating, you only have to pay interest if that's all you want to pay. It's totally up to you. So I call it liquid. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. David, what's going on with your patio?
Hi, Tom.
What's happening? Hey.
Hey, what's happening is we have a patio that we wanted enclosed, so we went to Home Depot and we got a referral from them. The company came out, was 3 square, and I asked them up front, it was about 11 months ago, I asked them, do you guys have licenses? Can you get permits? Do you have insurance? They said, yes. Being a Home Depot referral, I thought they're okay. They started in June. They started to build. They ordered supplies. Things seemed to be going good. The city came out in August and said, we've looked up 3 square, and they don't have any type of license, and they don't have permits, and they don't have insurance, and they shut the project down. What I said to them was, we want to work with Home Depot. We gave them a long period of time. We said, can you get the mechanical drawings? Can you get the permits? Then can you move forward? So we.
Well, hold on. How did they refer them to you? I don't get it. Did they give you a list?
Yes, they sent a list, email, and kind of like Angie. I called these people up and they told me what they could do.
I know, but you made the deal.
Yes.
So So you want to hold Home Depot responsible because they shouldn't have them on their list.
Correct.
What does Home Depot say about that?
Home Depot said they do vet everybody and they do check on it, and they were. And I said, no, the city said they weren't. And they said, we don't want it to go to the public. We can settle this. And I said, I'm probably out about $24,000.
Why? Why are you out that much money?
I paid for supplies, which is a lot of supplies have been sitting in the yard. And
well, hold on. Are those supplies unusable?
No, they're still usable.
Well, then why are you out that?
Well, the only thing I'm out, actual cash, is the labor.
Why? Does the labor have to be redone?
Yes.
Why?
We actually. Well, a little piece of story was in the negotiation. Home Depot said, "Well, we'll offer you $500," and I said my labor for a team for 2 weeks was $6,000.
David, here's what I'm asking: the labor that you paid, $6,000. What did they do?
They put up part of the wall on 2 sides.
Do they have to be torn down?
Yes.
Who said?
I hired an architect, GeoQuest, locally, and they came out and they inspected it, and they said there's several things that are wrong with it, and it's a complete tear down to the original pillars.
So those materials and that labor was spent needlessly. I mean, in other words, that's
Yeah.
your real loss, right?
That is the loss. The loss that they put up.
You know, this is an interesting question. And it is, how much responsibility does Home Depot have for referring that company to you?
Well, that's the question I asked myself, and I said,
well, here's the deal.
Okay.
They should at least try to solve this for you. I mean, what I don't understand is how they got on the list and they had no licenses.
They had licenses up in Denver, but in finding out and working with the city, down in El Paso County, you have to have license and permits in that county, which they didn't have. And that's why they shut them down.
And it was a Denver store that gave you the referral?
It was Home Depot, but it was here in the Springs that I Home Depot.
Okay, did Home Depot give you any kind of disclaimer?
No.
How do you know? I mean, on that sheet, there was not one word of disclaimer.
No, it was what they sent us was just, this is kind of like an Angie thing. This is 3 square, and a phone number and an email contact. And that's how I got them, and I contacted them. I asked Home Depot, said, the project was supposed to be 3 weeks. And
yeah, but there's a limit to their responsibility to you when you hire a company. I'm not saying they're blameless in this thing. I want to know, I mean, this is a good case. I mean, maybe you should consult an attorney about it, about suing Home Depot.
Well, that was the question I was wondering in my head. You know, they breached the contract.
Well, wait. Who breached? Home Depot didn't breach a contract to you.
No. 3 square.
I understand that. Hold on a second. Listen, I want to help you, and I don't like the idea that they referred a bunch of clowns to you. We should give this to our Home Depot person first, okay? That's the first thing we're going to do. Okay, David, we have someone at Home Depot that we can send this to, because this is very, very messy right now. And by the way, it's the second similar complaint we've had about Home Depot referrals.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martin.
This is bad. I mean, if they send a list and they don't send a disclaimer.
Yeah. But the good thing
For
is
that Home Depot guy, I forwarded you a bunch of pictures if you want to.
Yeah, but you know, this is bad for Home Depot.
Yeah, but the good thing is, Tom, it's only $6,000. It's a small claims case, right? That's the good news.
I mean, that's labor plus materials.
No, he said material. He just wants the $6,000 that he spent. That's going to
plus the walls had materials in them.
Oh.
I mean, he may not be figuring that, but.
So I think we're going to get this Alpine 4 thing solved.
John Fuller is our personal injury lawyer on the show. He gives us expert advice. He'll give you expert advice too. If you want your case evaluated, call someone who will actually listen to you. That's what I mean, listen to you. And someone who will actually take your case and work your case. Not a big law firm that just aggregates leads and picks the cream of the crop. John Fuller, if he takes your case, will work your case. 303-597-4500. myaccidentlawyer.co. That's John Fuller. myaccidentlawyer.co, where you're not just a number. You're a case and a person behind that case. myaccidentlawyer.co.
Gabe Ribble, The Ribble Group, Keller Williams Realty DTC. I've been doing so for years now, and she's my personal realtor. Yeah, she helped me sell my home. That's why I strongly suggest to you that you call Gay when it's time to sell your home. Recently, Gay was telling me about a family who wanted to take advantage of this incredible...
So I have a question. Why do people riot about and destroy property because they don't like the leakage of the Roe v. Wade. Is it just another opportunity to ride and loot?
Or I don't know. It's just.
I mean, who are they riding against? I'm fine. Do me a favor. I'm just finishing up in the meeting. I'll call you back at the first break.
453-SOLD and online at gayhasthebuyers.com. That's GAYE. GayHasTheBuyers.com.
Is your concrete sinking? Interior floor, basement, or garage? Brian here with Advanced Mud Jacking. I've been lifting concrete in Colorado for over 30 years. We use cement, nothing toxic. Advanced Mud Jacking, 303-424-9441. AdvancedMudJacking@yahoo.com.
GiveMeTheVin.com. We've made it so fast, so easy, and so darn reliable. And if we don't beat a CarMax offer, send you a check for $100.
Sell us your car.
GiveMeTheVin.com. So easy you can do it in your underwear.
No one appreciates the American dream as much as Romanian immigrant Mitch Floria. He arrived with just $300 in his pocket, started Art of Granite, now serves the entire Front Range and mountain communities. A direct stone importer who passes wholesale prices on to his customers for all countertops, completed in just 2 weeks, including quartz. Bathroom free when you have the kitchen done, tear out and haul away free. Get a price on the phone, 303-386.
I just sent Home Depot Angel the info that the summation. Are you done with him, or did you want to talk to him still?
No, let's give it to. Let's be done with it.
Okay, and then do you want to send it to Deputy Doc or any of the deputies to follow up or anything?
Yeah, well, let's do. Let's let Deputy Marty follow up on it.
Okay. Okay.
Expertly trained medical professionals in the comfort and privacy of your home. Just call or click, and Dispatch Health comes to you, able to treat common to complex issues, including infections, flu, pneumonia, migraines, dehydration, UTIs, COPD, COVID-19, and much more. It's really that simple. Go to dispatchhealth.com to learn more. And now, Dispatch Health has advanced capability to deliver IV fluids and even take x-rays in the home. It's really that powerful. Plus, they're affordable and in-network with most health insurance plans, including Medicare and Medicare Advantage. So the next time you're sick or injured, stay home, stay safe, and let Dispatch Health come to you.
Don't look for another summer with that awful joint pain. Call QC Kinetics now. Hey, Michael Brown here. That pain in your back, your knees, your shoulder, now it can be treated with the latest in precision medicine using natural biologics, growth factors that can restore and repair damaged tissue. QC Kinetics is real exciting stuff. They're the nation's leader in regenerative medicine, giving you access right here to this modern-day joint pain solution. You can get lasting joint pain relief with no drugs, no steroids, no downtime, and no surgery. Emmett Smith is raving about QC Kinetics. You've never seen other high-profile people talking about it. Regenerative medicine at QC Kinetics can help you get your life back. So I want you to take action now. Get a free consultation. Powerful, effective joint pain treatment with natural biologics are now right here in Denver. Call QC Kinetics now. 303-900-8986. 303-900-8986. That's 303-900-8986.
Hi, it's Mandy Call. Join my friends Gary Bell and Brad Pollock for the Bell and Pollock Legal Show right here on KHOW every Saturday morning at 7. It's a live call-in show to give Coloradans like you free legal advice on any topic you'd like to discuss with them.
Tune into the Mortgage Doctor this and every weekend. When it's time to buy a new home, lower your house payment, consolidate your debts, Steve Hank is the Mortgage Doctor and the go-to guy in Colorado. The Mortgage Doctor Show, Saturday afternoons at 3 and Sunday mornings at 9. Denver's talk station.
Online at khout.com.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Frank Duran will give you a market analysis of your home for the asking. It's complimentary, no obligation to list, and it'll be detailed, multi-paged with comps, pictures, measurements to see what your house will sell for in this market. And it's changing every day. But Frank has his hand on the market. He can take care of it and let you know if it's worth listing, waiting, improving, or whatever. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622. So Mark is connected, right? Mark, are you there?
I am here.
All right, you're here. Feel free to chime in. What do you think about the interest rates? What do you think they're going to do to the?
I think we're going to see over 7% The stock market is just, it's getting nailed today. Tech is just going down. Stuff like Spotify, Amazon, any kind of retail like that that's tech-oriented. I think eBay was down 16%. We're getting exactly what happens when you spend too much money in the government. We're getting exactly that.
That's what you're pinning inflation on? Too much spending?
Yeah. Well, way too much spending. It's going to be interest rates are going to be up around 7. Hey, I did want to chime in on something. You guys were talking about the liquid loan, and I love that product. But that guy that was looking for a second mortgage or a second line of credit, it hit me. Some people might not like having the option of grabbing cash or equity out because they can't stop themselves. They might buy that new boat, that new car. They want only $50,000 because they're terrified they'll blow the rest. Do you run into that, Kurt?
There are people that, as you talk to them, you see, this is all you need, because if you give them too much, they'll get in trouble.
So do they get it as a liquid loan, or do they get it as a simple second?
I would recommend in that case, like Mark says, I get a simple second.
Okay, yeah. And that is a good point. Let's go to Monica. Monica, what's going on?
Hi.
Hi,
So
Monica.
I have a landlord issue where I've been living in this house for 3 years, and I personally know my landlord. I've known her for 10 years. And back in January, we got sick with COVID, so I applied for rental assistance for February, March, and April, and they took like 6 weeks to start processing my application. So my landlord was pretty mad. At first, she was fine with me applying for rental assistance, and then she got really nasty where she's like, give me the money, you can't expect me to wait for the rental assistance. And I'm like, I don't have the money. Both my husband and I were self-employed, and he lost his job because...
Did you finally pay her, though? Did she finally get paid?
She ended up getting 5 months worth of rental assistance paid to her.
Okay, hold on. You applied for rental assistance, and landlord got 5 months. Was the landlord stuck with any non-payment of rent?
No, she wasn't. But then she took it personal, and she said I was doing this on purpose, and I would have never done this with any other landlord. And she stopped contacting me.
Wait, but she got her 5 months of back rent, and you didn't know anything, right?
No, I don't owe anything right now. My rent is paid till the end of June.
Okay.
And my lease ends at the end of July, and I'm telling her I'm moving early June because I can no longer afford the rent of this house. I'm just trying to cut my lease short 1 month, and she's saying, no, you have to stay. And I'm telling her, no, I cannot afford the rent. I'm leaving early enough so you can list the house and get it rented. And she's like, I'm not going to do that.
She doesn't have to. You understand that, right, Monica?
Yeah, I know she doesn't have to, but I also know there's this law that says that landlords are going to do everything in their power to not lose any rent money.
Okay, Monica, it's not a law, but it's common law. It's what you're talking about is precedent. Let me explain this. If you left, let's say with 6 months left on your lease, or 2 months left, or whatever, and they want to sue you, the law has held, meaning previous decisions, that you have an obligation to mitigate your losses, to try to mitigate your losses. But that is a very, very, very loosely interpreted law. There's no law that says you must do this and you must do that. It isn't. It's not cut and dry. If she says, hey, I got 30 days left when she leaves, there's no way I can do it, I'm just charging her the rent, she could very well get away with it.
Yeah, and I mean, at this point, all I'm asking to see if there's any resources or anything. I mean, I'm already trying to see if I can speak to a mediator because I don't think.
Okay, Monica, I think she's holding all the cards. I don't think you're going to get anyone to say, give this Monica a break. You know, you're just pissed off because she went for rental assistance. All she's asking for is to get out a month early, and you're being ridiculous. So I want to ask you something. Do you have a deposit with her?
Yeah, I do. It's very minimal. It was only $500.
Okay. She's going to keep it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So you want to get out only 1 month early?
Yeah, that's all I want.
And well, it is ridiculous. You know, it really is that she won't let you out a month early, especially if you give her plenty of notice. I mean, what difference does it make? She's just punishing you. That's what she's doing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what she's doing. She's punishing you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because I know her personally, and last year I also did have to apply for rental assistance, and I went over to her house afterwards, and she did make a comment.
Wait a minute. Did you, in all, you got 5 months of rental assistance or more?
No, I've gotten in together since I've been living in this house probably 8 months worth of rental assistance.
8 months altogether?
Yeah.
Okay. She's upset with you, for sure. And she's figuring, you know what, if you got 8 months paid, there's no way I'm letting you out early.
Yeah, because she did make the comment where she's like, you got assistance, you got help, and I didn't get anything, and she had to close her business down. But
Monica, I hate to tell you this, but it really is the truth. She's holding all the cards, okay? You can probably leave. She'll take your deposit, and then she can come after you for the last month.
Now, impact traffic. This report is sponsored by Revive Water-Saving Fertilizer and Soil Treatment.
Traffic on I-25 moving along at a good pace for you right now between Northland and Castle Rock with no delay. I-70, no problem spots between Golden and Aurora. You drive on the Boulder Turnpike, 270 and I-76, all looking good. No issues on 225 and 2470. There is an accident, though, Quebec and Montview.
And people think they have way more rights than they do. You know, like they have to try everything in their power not to lose money. People get all these fucking ideas in their mind.
Temperatures into the 80s for Friday and Saturday. Currently, it's 54. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 St. Howe.
Nothing will kickstart your lawn better than a heavy application of Revive and springtime moisture. Apply Revive water-saving fertilizer now to make spring storms work for you. For the greenest lawn you've ever had, Revive it today. Your revitalized lawn will love you.
Colorado Pain Care, Sport and Spine. They go to work on your pain. They work with all major insurance, and you can get same-day appointments. They even have hours from 7 to 7 for your convenience. You can find their locations at coloradopaincare.com. Give them a call, 303-GOT-PAIN for immediate assistance, 303-GOT-PAIN. Yes, they're the type of people that don't wait around for you to do a lot of study. They get right to work on your medical history and get to the root of your pain. I'm a patient, coloradopaincare.com, 303-GOT-PAIN. If you need help planning your estate, first ask a bunch of questions. And Blake Harris, attorney at law, will answer them free of charge. Then when you decide what you need and he helps you, he'll quote you prices up front. BlakeHarrisLaw.com. Ask your questions about wills, about trusts, about beneficiaries' deeds, or anything else you might need or might not need. 833-ASK-BLAKE. That's 833-ASK-BLAKE.
If powerful Denver special interests get their way, it would become legal in Colorado for people who are not medical doctors to perform eye surgery. House Bill 1233 would allow optometrists who are not medical doctors or surgeons to operate on your eyes. And many claim it only takes a 32-hour training course to become a skilled eye surgeon. But Coloradans strongly reject that claim. In a recent poll, 87% of Colorado voters...
I cannot find anything on Colorado House Bill
optometrists should be
1233.
the same as for ophthalmologists, who are medical
What is that supposed to be?
surgeons.
but 96% of voters
About these doctors.
their legislators about this dangerous proposal.
It's called 1230.
Is it 1230 or 12?
Any longer.
I thought he said 1233, but I can't find it.
Perform eye surgery.
Paid for by Colorado Society of Eye Physicians and Surgeons.
I can't.
If you have questions about your roof, call Excel Roofing, 303-761.
All I see for House Bill 1233. 1233 is something about conservation land.
When you need someone to help you with your roof,
Does he say House Bill 1233? Because he's giving us the wrong one. Okay.
6400.
There's a couple of those spots, and you're right, it doesn't direct it to that at all.
Inexpensive roofs for your rental to top-of-the-line bulletproof hail-resistant roofs. At Excel, you don't pay a cent until you're content. Excel is the most trusted roofer in Denver for the last 29 years. Same owner, same number. 303-761-6400. That's 761-6400, or go to excelroofing.com.
Hello.
It's, House Bill 22-1233.
Family law exclusively.
22-1233.
But isn't that just a sunset law?
On the line. Their homes.
That's just a sunset law, right?
Their children. We're the partner our clients count on. If we can be of help to you, give us a call.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Colorado area attorneys. Some partner men can count on 303-221-TAX. CordellCordell.com.
Yeah, I'm so stressed. Our business is growing. We've got people all over now. What is that? Meditation?
What is an optometrist training?
They're all in one phone, video, and collaboration.
It's certainly not surgical.
Yep. Switching to Uma is a cinch. Just $24.95 per month per user, plus taxes and fees. Uma. Now you're feeling it. Visit Uma.com. That's OOMA.com to learn more. Uma. Smart communications for the smarter business.
Americans just don't trust big media. Now the source to trust is Newsmax. 20 million Americans made the switch and now watch Newsmax. They even have the free Newsmax app on their phones. Make the switch to the Newsmax team with Rob Finnerty, Eric Bowling, Lindsay Keith, Greg Kelly, and Rob Schmidt, and weekends with Huckabee, Diamond and Silk, Gorka, and more. Join the millions who have made the switch to Newsmax. You may never go back.
From the host of the hit true crime podcast, Dr. Death and Bad Batch, comes a brand new, unbelievable story. Sympathy Pain investigates the shocking tale of one woman, a former nurse, who spent nearly 20 years facing challenges and tragedy until a victim confronted her on national television. Sarah Delashmit told people she had leukemia or muscular dystrophy, even Ebola. She knew enough to be convincing, but it was all a lie. Listen to Sympathy Pain on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. All right, let's keep solving problems if we can. It's too bad that when people call with problems like she just had, you can't solve that. When you want to end a lease early, you have to pay. Janice, what's going on with your Lowe's ovens? What kind of ovens do you have? What's going on with them?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can. What's going on?
Okay. I've got a Samsung oven.
Yeah.
And I have my husband still can't believe I bought it, one of those Lowe's protection plans.
Now, is this a double oven?
Yep.
You know what? Am I the only one that likes Samsung? I love Samsung stuff, and I was just looking online. They're very poorly rated appliances, and I never have a problem. But anyway, what's going on with your double oven and your warranty?
Okay. I've never had a problem either. I had one small, and it got taken care of.
Yeah.
But, so I took that little middle thing out. Are you familiar with that, the middle shelf, when you have to clean it?
You mean like the wire shelf, that heavy, the grill shelf?
No, it's a thick shelf.
Oh, no, I don't have one of those. So go ahead. So what about it?
So anyway, it's nothing about that. so you take it out before you clean it, which I've done before.
Yeah.
So now I can't open the damn door. Excuse my French.
Why?
Well, you can open. It's a double oven.
Yeah.
So you press down the handle if you just want the top half. Guess what? You can't get the bottom half open anymore. It's not connected to the top one anymore.
Something became disconnected. Well, will they come out under warranty?
Okay, this is my problem. I have sat on that damn phone for days. The last time I was on it for an hour. They
What?
do not answer. They don't answer the phone, and then if you call Lowe's, they give you that same stupid number, which doesn't work.
Hold on. Let's examine this and find out what's going on with the Lowe's warranty. We'll get some action.
You have 3 ex-wives and your current...
Oh, shut up, Big Lou. All right, let's hit this seminar and talk. Man, I got to tell you, the interest rates, don't they even scare you, though, even with your product?
No.
They're going to scare people away, you don't think?
No. Not when you sit down and you look at the options that you have.
Okay, but not a lot of people have a lot of money in the bank.
I understand that. That's not who the loan's designed for. And
But
it's designed for if you're financially disciplined. When you say a lot of money, I'm not talking 20, 30, 40,000. You just need to have $500 to $1,000 left over at the end of the month, and it'll work.
Mark wants you to check your
Every
email,
time.
and he says that he has a response or has something he wants you to
Okay.
Do you guys need
So,
anything?
Kurt,
Yes.
you're saying the average Joe benefits from this at 5 1/4.
Five and a half. When I first took it, my rate was 7, and the rates out there were 4. And I paid 3 points over it, and I still paid off my whole cost. And I'm only putting an extra 500 to 1,000 in it. But once you start to see what it does, it allows you to have you become more financially disciplined because you leave more money in it, which feeds itself. And that's the discipline that I show you in the seminar. I walk you through a process that we use. It's simple stuff to understand. It's not complicated. But if you got $500, I'll pay off your home faster. If it's anywhere from $600,000 and less, not a problem. I took a guy at 2 1/4 on a VA and paid off his home 8 years faster, and he had 2 1/4.
2 1/4 what do you mean? Oh,
2.25 on a VA loan. So.
Okay, the world has gone crazy now. Newsom is a far-left governor of California, right?
Yes.
So he's speaking about abortion rights. That if men could get pregnant, this wouldn't even be a constitutional law. Conservative commentators will quick to point out that Newsom's claim about men not being able to get pregnant is inconsistent with the current far-left narrative on gender and sex, which now insists that men, quote, trans men, can become pregnant. Now, isn't that absurd? Kirk, do you know how many pregnant people I saw in 40 years of practice? Thousands, right? No, I saw thousands of pregnant people. Tens of thousands. Not one was a man.
No.
They were all women.
Well, I mentioned that the other day to a friend about a month ago. This is going to be the next thing, the common thing. Men, I want to change that. Now, as a man, I want to have a baby.
You can't. How are you going to carry a baby?
Yeah. I don't understand but they're going to try. They're going to want to do that.
I mean, you can change your genitalia, but you can't
change the oven.
Exactly.
That's what my question is. Can you change the, that's my wife said, can you change the oven?
what if the rate goes up again, he's saying? This one guy wrote in. You're saying no matter what the rate does, but you're assuming you have cash to offset it, right?
Huh?
You're assuming when you say the rate won't hurt you, that people have money to offset the rate, right? Or not?
They're already paying the money. See, I never talk about the interest money payment. I said, keep paying what you're paying. I don't care how much of mine goes to interest now.
Okay.
You stay here, I'll pay off your home faster. If you got 500 extra, it's going to work even better. That's all I need. That payment plus $500.
It's sitting in the bank.
No, that you can pay monthly.
Oh. But then what's the reason for that then?
Because of what you get reimbursed and how it drives the payoff down.
No, what I'm saying is what is the purpose of taking out the loan if you have to up your payment and add $500?
You don't have to. You're keeping the money. I can show you. You have $500 sitting around at the end of the month. Most people don't realize that. They have an extra $500. They just piss away.
Okay, but what? Okay, I thought the whole reason of a liquid loan is to tap equity.
No. The first purpose of a liquid loan is to pay off your home fast.
Okay. Period. Okay. You know what, Kurt? Then we need to talk about that.
Yeah.
Well, what about, I don't want to pay off my house faster. I'm probably going to die before my mortgage is up.
See, like my house, I've paid it off. And I just refinanced and picked up an extra $200,000 in equity. Why? Because something comes up and I need to be able to tap some cash and not touch them. That's where it's at.
Okay, so I can just do that.
Yeah, It's like a reverse mortgage without paying the fees for a reverse mortgage.
So if I have 50 grand in the bank, I won't be, how much will I'll be paying not very much on the loan, right?
No, you won't be. Because you're going to make, if you say you make 5.5% of 50 grand, that's going to pay you $55 a month.
Right.
A month. Just by moving it, but it's still available.
Right.
We'll start adding that up. It goes from 55 to 60 to 65 to 70.
Right.
It just keeps getting bigger and bigger. You should come to the seminar.
I might do that.
Italian food, free.
Okay. What kind of food are we having?
Italian.
All right. From where?
From the restaurant in that hotel.
Okay. I'm just curious.
Yeah, 6:30. Just show up.
Okay.
You'll see it. I am busier now on that loan with the people that look at it and say, I don't care what the rate is. I get it. I'm in. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm all set.
The other advantage to the loan right now, no other time in history have we had this much equity that if you don't be able to access it now, you'll never get it.
Right.
It costs you nothing to be able to access it. Get it.
Yeah, no, I agree 100%.
The new Oreo dirt pop, caramel fudge cheesecake, cotton candy, and more. There's something for everybody. Only a DQ.
Yeah,
it just breaks out of the norm what we've been taught all these years of how a mortgage is supposed to work. We're the only country besides France in the world that does 30-year fixes. Nobody else does.
So you're saying you can pay off the home faster and overall pay less interest?
I definitely pay less interest. That's the other part. It's called effective interest, not interest rate. What's the amount of interest I pay to own my home? That comes in at about 2.5% on almost all my loans.
So the extra money available is just for emergencies or just for?
Just sits there. It's like a savings account. This way, Tom, if you could walk into your bank and say, here's my check for $10,000. I want you to pay me 5% on it before I spend it. The bank's going to look at you and laugh. I don't care if you spend it. But while it's sitting there, I'm making 5% on it. Every day it sits. So now we design you to take out your payment on the 21st of the month, so you don't pay anything out of that account. So it sits there for 21 days, making 5%.
So then, but then the wisdom of having one, if your house is paid off, my reasoning was.
Mine is paid off. I just redid mine to access another $200,000. My reasoning is if something comes up as I get older, I'm not touching anything else. I have it right there. Because I don't care. I don't care what I own in my house when I die. Damn thing's going to get sold anyhow. Who cares? My kids don't want it. They don't care. They got enough life insurance. They don't need it. Now it's mine. It's my bank.
Hi, Tom Martino here. Welcome to the show. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. This hour brought to you by waterpros.net, the best water systems at the lowest prices. That's what I have to say. The best water softening, the best water filtration for drinking water for the best prices. It's that simple. Free water tests. Waterpros.net, 303-862-5554. Welcome to the show, folks. Let's talk. We got a lot happening here. We have some problems that are troubling to me. First and foremost, 3 Square Construction. It was in Colorado Springs, right? That the Home Depot recommended them.
Yes.
And they're clowns. They came out and did such a lousy job for David.
David wants to know, what responsibility does Home Depot have? I think Home Depot has a big responsibility. They sent him a name, and he said there was no disclaimer. Now, I want to know that I find that hard to believe, that there's no disclaimer when Home Depot recommends someone. But it's a big box store, and you're a number. But we do have an angel at Home Depot. An angel, we call angels, are inside people that take care of problems for us. So let's see if we can get this handled. He hired this company, 3 Square Construction, did a lousy job. He wasted about $6,000 in labor plus materials. He wants, and the job was shut down by the building department, is so bad. He wants to be reimbursed. I don't blame him. Major Mark Major and Suze, they're off on an RV adventure, and we're checking out remote equipment because we would both like to see the country and explore and do the show from remote locations. Where are you today, Mark?
Man, we are in the Ozarks, and the sun is finally cut a day and a half of rain, which is okay. It's still beautiful, but we're lakeside, man. We are literally on Lake Table Rock, and it's gorgeous.
Have you seen Wendy or Marty Bird over there?
Everyone.
No.
That put the whole place on the map. Now, you're on the other side, right? Which side are you on?
We're on the good side. There's no shenanigans on this side.
Okay,
no, we're on the Arkansas side.
But really, I did not realize. So the Lake of the Ozarks, they call it. Lake of the Ozarks. Is it one lake or several lakes?
That's several, but we're on Table Rock Lake. It's a reservoir. In fact, people go out here. It's pretty cool, Tom. They will actually scuba dive because years ago they pulled the dam, and there's a town literally under Table Rock.
Wow. Okay, so there's a state park, though, Lake of the Ozarks State Park. Now, is that in Missouri or is that in, where is that?
I think that's a Missouri side. I am not actually
positive. It is. And you're in Oklahoma?
No, yesterday.
Arkansas,
Sorry, 2
Arkansas
days ago.
is what I meant. Arkansas, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So, Arkansas, and is it an RV park or a general campground?
No. It's an RV park. It's beautiful. There's a lot of big fifth wheels, a lot of RVs. There's even some trailers in here. I mean, it's a really
Have you talked
cool
to people
place.
about gas prices?
Oh, man, it's not even just the RV community. It's just filling up anywhere. You get the same looks from everybody. Man, I thought my truck was expensive to fill up. How much is that thing? This gas price is ridiculous. And those little Biden stickers are everywhere. The ones that you've probably seen them. They said, I did this, and they're pointing to the price of gas. They're everywhere.
Yeah. All right, let's take some calls, 303-713-TALK. Janice is having a problem with her oven. She's saying that basically what I don't understand is that the door stopped working when you pulled the center shelf out, the bottom door, right?
No, you take a door off the shelf is in the middle. You have to take it out or it won't clean, which I've done several times. This time, but I've only cleaned it once. This is the second time. Now the damn half bottom door does not open.
But why is that, do you think? I mean, what did it have anything to do with removing the shelf?
I'm guessing it might, but guess what? You can't get the shelf back in unless the bottom door opens. This is the thing that makes me mad is this protection plan. It says, forget, no worries. And my husband just about died there. I was stupid enough to buy it. It's 5 years, and they won't answer the phone.
So that's about, you cannot get through to the warranty company that they give you the name for, basically.
Right, and then I call Lowe's, and they give me the same number, or they'll say, oh, I'm switching you over to a person. You get that same. It does not answer.
Hey, have you ever thought of just going down to the Lowe's store in person?
Well, let's see. When did I wonder if she just get an exchange. When did you buy it? How long ago?
Okay, it's right here on the front of the book. 11/20/17.
Oh, you bought it way back in 17. Okay.
But I have a 5-year warranty.
No, I'm not doubting you have a warranty, but I don't think you get a new one right away. But this is terrible that they won't answer the phone.
No, it's, oh my God, I tell you, I timed it the last time. It was 1 hour, and I thought, I'm calling Tom Martino.
And is this the built-in double oven or the standalone?
Standalone, I love it. I love it. Never had a problem except one little time, and it was a simple problem. And I think this is a simple problem, but I can't get anybody to come fix it. And
Hey,
I called
where are you? Yeah. Where are you?
Colorado Springs, Colorado. And
Doggone
I
it.
know the name of,
I mean, we have some people up here that could go and look at it. I'm just trying to figure out who we can get
I'll
to.
tell you who they use here. They use, I have their number and everything. It's D3 AOK, but they can't do anything unless they get a call from the warranty people.
Wait, okay, so wait a minute. You do know the company that comes and does it. You know the company.
But they can't do it unless they get an order from this warranty place.
Now,
how about if you just pay for it, Janice?
And then get reimbursed.
Oh, how am I going to do that?
How much is it? How much can it cost for you to have them come out for it?
They told me just to walk through the door it's 120 and plus whatever else they find.
Can't they call the warranty company and say, we have a woman calling us?
I called her and she said no.
Is there a place to leave a message at that warranty company?
No, you can't leave a message. It just, I don't think they ever answer their phone. Ever. I mean, good God, I am so...
So wait, all it does is rings.
Ring. Oh, well, then it asks, is this a year old or over a year old? And then you press 1 or 2. Then you hold on forever. And then they ask you your phone number. Oh, that doesn't go with it. Sometimes they say the phone number goes with it, and sometimes it does. But even if it does, then they
this is a hell of a scam. How much did you pay for that warranty?
I don't know. It was a lot of money. My husband thought I was.
No, I'm serious. What I would do is I would demand my money back from Lowe's for the warranty because it's virtually, I'd go down there with my cell phone and say, if you get through, you let me know because it's impossible and I have paid for nothing. I would demand my money back at Lowe's. Do you have your receipt when you bought that oven?
No, but in their message it says they have, while you're waiting, they have their baloney messages. It says that Lowe has a record of everything you ever bought. And we do have an account at Lowe.
Now, is this a double oven with one door and 2 separate chambers?
Yeah.
So it's not an upper and a lower door. It's one door.
No. It's 2 doors.
Oh, okay. Because they make one with, okay. And that had the thick shelf in it. So this is a double oven. That's weird. It's a double oven with 2 doors. Okay.
The top door is smaller than the bottom door. So
I see it. I see it.
Usually you can't open. There's a little hook if you just want the top one open. So that works. But if you don't touch that hook, it's the whole door opens. Had it for years. The whole door doesn't open anymore, and I'm mad.
All right. Listen, I hear your frustration. Well, somebody's got to call Lowe's for her. I'm serious. We have to call Lowe's for her and say, you know what? You either give her money back or you can you call Janice and get Lowe's number where she bought it? And here's what I'd say to the store, to the manager. You have a woman who bought that oven. She bought a warranty, and she cannot get through. I want to verify that, too. I want Janice, put the number up for us. Kelly, put the number up for us, okay? 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Don't forget Garage Magic for your garage floors. Wonderful garage floor coatings or your patio, Garage Magic.com, the magic in your garage. Now's the season to get it done. Call and book before they get too busy. 720-600-HOME. A lifetime warranty on beautiful coatings. Make your home dressed up. I'm telling you, just that alone. 720-600-HOME.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
Ooh la la.
Okay, so Janice is at 719-337-4471.
Okay.
And she is, do you want me to get you a phone number for Lowe's?
I'll get it from her for the warranty, yeah.
Well,
The warranty
she may
company.
not, I don't know if she has it, but you can certainly call her. Do you want me to drop her and
Yeah, tell
let
her
her know that
I'm
you're...
gonna call her.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm gonna go call the warranty company.
Or you call Lowe's and say, give her money back for it.
Yeah, well, let me try the warranty
All right.
company. They'd like to double check they don't answer.
We'll see you in an
So
hour.
is he on 5G or is he on broadband? Do you know?
He's on essentially broadband. He's on the Wi-Fi, whatever he has.
800.
I think just within the RV. So maybe he's getting.
No, he doesn't. Does he ask him if he's on a broadband from the park or on his cell?
Big Blue will answer your call and work to get you into a term policy that you can afford. Remember, Big Blue's like you. He's on meds too. Call 800-333-1750. 800-333-1750.
When your celebration of life is prepaid in advance, it becomes a gift from you to your family, because no one should have to plan for a loss while they're experiencing one. Paying in advance protects your loved ones and gives you the peace of mind you deserve. Let us help you plan every detail with professionalism and compassion. We're Olinger Mortuaries and Cemeteries. Find us at dignitymemorial.com.
He's not getting any cell service. He is just using the park Wi-Fi that is reaching the space where he is parked.
The alarming death of a young woman who dreamed of a career in law enforcement. Journalist Melissa Jeltsin untangles the mystery at the heart of the investigation, revealing a troubling pattern by officials close to the case.
I didn't take any of that crap because I could tell that they were hiding something.
Listen to What Happened to Sandy B on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
You know, every 3 seconds there is a new victim of identity theft. A criminal could be applying for loans in your name, selling your personal information on the dark web. Now, protecting your identity can be very easy thanks to LifeLock by Norton. No one company can prevent all identity theft or monitor every transaction of every business, but LifeLock is simple and easy to protect yourself, and you'll save up to 25% off the first year when you go to LifeLock.com or call 1-800-LifeLock. Just use the promo code Henry.
Hello, this is Joe Cordell. Cordell & Cordell is a firm that practices family law exclusively. We focus on only one area of the law to maximize our strength and effectiveness as advocates for clients that have everything on the line: their homes, retirement, savings, and most importantly, their children. We're the partner our clients count on. If we can be of help to you, give us a call.
Schedule an appointment with one of Cordell & Cordell's Colorado area attorneys. A partner men can count on. 303-221-TADS. CordellCordell.com.
Michael Brown here, how about your care? You know I've been suffering from hearing loss and tinnitus for several years now. Recently, I've been down to great people at Colorado Ear Care. The staff took all the time they needed to properly diagnose my hearing problems and explain to me all of my options that honestly I didn't think existed. The hearing aids they fitted me with have not only reduced my tinnitus, but have improved my hearing dramatically. This is a family-owned and operated hearing practice that has custom-designed products because they don't believe that one size fits all as you might get in your typical box store. So if you're struggling with tinnitus, hearing loss, dizziness, or balancing issues, do exactly what I did and go visit Colorado Ear Care at one of their multiple locations across the metro area. Call Colorado Ear Care at 303-233-3142, 303-233-3142, or online, coloradoearcare.com to learn more. That's Colorado.
The
Next report is sponsored by News Nation.
Warming things up for your Thursday, back up near 70 degrees with plenty of sunshine, especially as we get into this afternoon. And then we'll see just a bit of a breeze to around 10 to 15, maybe near 20 miles per hour. I'm Fox 31 Disappoint Weather Team meteorologist Kylie Burst.
You're looking for real news. News Nation doesn't take sides or lean into political agendas. At News Nation, you get all sides. If you're looking for news without the noise, come back to the news with News Nation. News for all America. Go to newsnationnow.com/join us to find your television provider.
630 KHAL, an iHeart radio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. Welcome to the show. Here to help you solve problems, answer questions, take complaints. We want to remind you that we're talking about the liquid loan. And next week, we're going to have, isn't it Tuesday night?
Tuesday night at the
Doors open at 6, Embassy Suites, Centennial. Call. You can get details at theliquidloan.com. You can get details on it. Kurt said that the very first purpose to get a liquid loan is not necessarily to borrow more money or to have a line of credit. That's an extra benefit. But he said what he likes is that you can pay off your loan quicker with this, because you get to pay as much toward principal as you want, and you can pay in a crunch month just interest only and keep level. Whatever you're in full control, and then if you have extra money, you can pay it in, like an extra $500 a month. And I said to him, but if you pay an extra $500 a month in and a normal payment plus an extra $5, what good is it? He says, well, you pay off your house quicker, and you don't have to worry about that extra $500, because if you need it, you can get it back the next day. So that's the part I think that's clever.
It gives you advantages to where, if you go, let's say we go back to 2008 when the market crashed. There were several people that had this loan. I was one of them. Well, my neighbor was unemployed for 18 months, but because she had built up her equity, she didn't put $1 in the account for a year and a half. She was just able to pay all of her bills, keep her credit score, pay her car payments, get her kid to go to school.
Yeah, get you through emergencies.
Her house.
So if you do pay down your principal and need it back, you can take it back.
It allows you to handle the speed bumps of life when they come along. And it's just like putting money in a savings account.
Right.
And it just sits there.
I got it.
But while it's doing that, it's making your payoff go down, which means you pay less interest, which means you actually pay a lower interest rate.
Now, John, what's going on in Avon?
Yeah, back in December, December 24th, me and my kids woke up one morning and decided, we'll spend Christmas in Avon, Colorado. We'll go up there and enjoy the cold weather, maybe even go skiing.
Okay.
So we called this hotel, Comfort Inn, and made a 2-day reservation. This was like around 9, 10 o'clock in the morning on the 24th of December. So I would say around noon, we were driving, going up there. The weather in Denver was nice, but as we were driving, going up there, it was starting to snow, and we started seeing some of the SUVs that were going up there. Some of the trucks were getting stuck, and we ourselves were having problems trying to get some traction going up there because of the heavy snow and also the traffic. So we were still quite a ways, and we decided this is not worth it. We'll just go back to Denver. So we did. On our way back to Denver, while we were driving, we decided to call the hotel and cancel our reservation, which was about $626 for the 2 days. And,
wait, how much was it for 2 days?
$626.
Okay, so, all right. So what happened?
So we spoke to the clerk, and the clerk said, okay, we'll cancel it, and but you have to talk to the manager about the refund, because we went ahead and paid for the rooms. And but the manager was not in because of the holiday, so I tried calling the next few days. She was kind of hard to get a hold of. I think around the 28th or 29th, I was able to get a hold of her, and I was asking for the refund. I explained to her, hey, we canceled the same day we made the reservation. And she goes on and say, well, we can't issue you a refund because you didn't make the 48-hour cancellation. I said, that's not possible. I'm trying to cancel this. I'm canceling the same day. I can't go back in time and cancel.
I understand, but they're entitled to have a 48-hour cancellation policy, and the fact that you made your reservation within the 48 hours doesn't negate it. John, I mean, my concern is this. Did they really have a 48-hour cancellation policy in effect, or are they just saying it? You're saying, hey, I can't give them 48 hours notice. I just made that reservation that morning. But but I understand that completely. Just so you know that. I understand that. But if I call a place and I know that they have a cancellation policy, then I know that if I'm within that 48 hours and I'm making a last-minute reservation, I would know it's non-refundable.
Okay. Well, I didn't know this because
But here's the thing. Are they really not going to give you anything back? I mean, even though they have a policy, you would think they'd cut you some slack.
Well, this is what she did. Eventually, after arguing with her, telling her that policy does not apply to me, she says, okay, well, we'll just give you 50% back. I said, no. That policy does not apply. So
well, you're right. You are right. The policy does not apply to you. But that doesn't make it fully refundable. That would make no sense. Then no one would ever have to make a reservation. They would simply make a reservation the day of and then cancel it if they needed to, and there would be no consequence. It just doesn't make sense to me. I know you think you're talking completely logical, and you're not. If they have a 48-hour cancellation and you make a reservation 6 hours before, well, you can't cancel it. That's what that tells me. It doesn't tell me you can cancel it. It tells me just the opposite.
That's the same with any hotel.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
But, you know, it's not. I'm not really canceling because.
I get it. You're not being irresponsible. No, I get it. That's why I asked. And this is where I sympathize with you. It's not like you just changed your mind. You were on your way and it got really bad. That's why I said, would they do anything for you? And you said, yeah, they'll give you 50%. And I think that's generous. But you think it's bad. Now, listen. Look, did it cost them anything? I don't know. Probably not. You know what I'm saying? They probably didn't have those sold anyway, unless they make the argument, well, we could have sold them. I don't know what their argument is. But right now, will they give you half back or not?
Well, what I did is after I wasn't getting anywhere with her, I decided to just take the case with my bank, and I filed.
Good.
What do you call that?
Good, a contest. So you contested the charge, right?
That's correct.
Okay, so what happened? What happened?
Well, I explained to the customer service.
No, I'm not asking that. Hold on. I'm asking, did they reverse the charge?
Temporarily, they did until they did the investigation. Then a few weeks later, they reversed it. They took the temporary refund that they gave me. And I called them again.
Now, hold on. They took back the refund, so now there's $625 charge on there, right?
Right.
You certainly understand why they... Listen, I think it's too bad that you made the reservation and you tried to get there and couldn't. I really do. I would feel exactly the same as you do. I'd feel pissed off, but I'd feel pissed off more at myself than anything. I'd say, God, why didn't I check first? Or why didn't I not pay for the room? Why didn't I just... I don't know. There's all kinds of questions. But it truly is not the hotel's fault. Will they go back and offer you that 50% they originally offered you?
I haven't tried, but they could choose not to anymore, knowing that I've been through the bank several times.
It's too bad, man. I'm telling you, I would call them and say, listen, can we go back to that original offer of 50%? I doubt you had those rooms sold. How about that? It was the hotel's fault. not the hotel's fault.
No, I think they were generous in
The fact that they offer 50%.
Yeah, I mean, it's Christmas
That's
Eve.
just getting greedy.
All in one.
Take the money and run.
Impact traffic.
This report is sponsored by Root Insurance.
Checking the
It's when you do
I-25
that,
drive-in, we're looking
make
terrific right
businesses
now,
say,
just
well, why am I even
wider
offering?
pockets of going northbound.
Right.
Anywhere from.
You're not going to like me
downtown
anyhow,
to
so
major
have a
points.
nice life.
I-70 though, both directions looks great between Penny
Stop
Boulevard and the Golden area. No issues on your 6th Avenue drive through Lakewood. There's a crash at Quebec and Montview east of Monaco. Watch for that one. And an accident Leetsdale in Jersey east of Holly. Fox 31 pinpoint weather. Mostly sunny skies. A high of 68 today. Tonight's low 37. And then high temperatures in the 80s for Friday and Saturday. Currently, it's 55. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630 K-How.
Hey there, Colorado. You're probably tired of car insurance ads. At Root, we do car insurance differently. Our app gives you smarter rates where your actual driving is the #1 factor, because we don't need a mascot to save you money. Root, for good drivers. Download the app today. Disclaimers may apply. See Root.com for details.
SimplyFloorsInc.com. Yes, you can get Simply Floors at Simply Floors Inc. A wide variety of carpeting in all price ranges, plus luxury vinyl tile, or laminates, which are veneered floors, or engineered floors, which have a hardwood top on them, or you can get solid hardwood. Whatever it is, Buddy Mitchell can take care of you, Buddy and Karen Mitchell, and they offer design consultants to help you incorporate that floor into your project, and they also have the better installers, better financing, and of course, better pricing. Make your own appointment at SimplyFloorsInc.com. One Clear Choice Garage Doors is the choice you have for garage doors. And I'll tell you what, you will love One Clear Choice Doors, whether it's an inspection for $80 of the entire door system, and you do that if you're moving into a place, and I've done it, and you can buy a door, you can buy openers, you can buy any part, and they have the new Wi-Fi openers, so you can get it all at 720-370-3987. All their prices fully disclosed at OneClearChoiceDoors.com. And Harris Family Law is there to help you through very difficult times. If you are facing a divorce, Harris has a solution. It's called collaborative law. Harris takes that on. They'll get in touch with the other party, and they agree to talk everything out and not to file anything with the courts until everything is worked out. They have kept legal costs down for years doing collaborative law, one of the pioneers of collaborative law. They'll also do any part of your divorce, all of it or any part of it if you want to help out. HarrisFamilyLaw.com, 303-515-5000, 303-515-5000.
When you are sick, injured, or experiencing an urgent medical problem, the last thing you want to do is leave your home to find care. Thanks to Dispatch Health, you don't have to, because Dispatch Health brings the power to the hospital to the...
Well, I'm trying to do the lowest thing. I have a great follow-up on the Ford thing.
Good.
Alpine Ford. So let me know when you want me to go on with that.
Good. Let's do that. Good.
Issues including infections, flu, pneumonia, migraines, dehydration, UTIs, COPD, COVID-19, and much more. It's really that simple. Go to dispatchhealth.com to learn more. And now, Dispatch Health has advanced capabilities to deliver IV fluids and even take x-rays in the home. It's really that powerful. Plus, they're affordable and...
Did you get through to anyone?
No, I'm working on it.
No, just like she said.
So the next time you're sick or injured, stay home, stay safe, and let Dispatch Health come to you.
Hi, this is Marty Lenz with an amazing story of a local family impacted by my friend Dave Ribble, the Ribble Group, Keller Williams Realty DTC, and her Sell and Stay program. Selling in today's market is smart, however, it creates a problem as to where to go. Gay has solved that problem with her Sell and Stay program, which means you can sell now and be guaranteed to stay in your home until it's time to move. The Thomas family needed a larger home but couldn't find one that they liked on the market. They saw how much money they could get for their home, but that didn't matter if they had nowhere to go. So Gay sold their home at $52,000 over asking, and they stayed in their current home for an additional 6 months until they found that dream home. To learn more about the Sell and Stay guarantee, Call the Ribble Group at 833-453-SOLD. 833-453-SOLD. Go to the website, gayehasthebuyers.com. That's gayhasthebuyers.com.
Need something to really tie the room together? Look no further than the Rug Trunk Show, only at the showroom. Enjoy 40 to 60% off our exquisite rug collection. Shop one-of-a-kind hand-knotted rugs from the finest weavers in the world, and let our design experts guide you through our beautiful collection. Discover rare antique versions to contemporary designs and everything in between. You'll find rugs that fit every size, color, and price. Find your perfect rug today. The Rug Trunk Show, only at the showroom. For over 150 years, CIBC.
I just wanted to let you know the guy on line 3 kept, he's been holding for about 45 minutes.
Thank you.
To managing the entire workforce, from starting local to going national.
Actually, it's been holding for 40 minutes. 10:58 to 11:38 is 40 minutes.
At CIBC, we believe a bank should take you from where you are to where else you are. CIBC. Ambitions made real. CIBC Bank USA, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
So you're redoing your kitchen and bath? Got just the place for you. Below wholesale pricing on cabinets, granite, sinks, faucets, bath hardware, and all kinds of accessories. Buy and build. Great for do-it-yourselfers or send your contractor. And another option, let Buy and Build do it all. Turnkey, low cost, high quality. Buy and Build, 560 South La Pan, just west of I-25 on Alameda, then south on La Pan. 303-295-6022. Buyandbuild.net. Denver's talk station. Online at khelp.com.
Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255. And we're talking about anything on your mind. If you have a problem, let's go to Kip. Kip, what's happening with you? And we have open lines at 303-713-TALK, especially if you'd like to talk about the liquid loan today, leading up to our seminar on Tuesday at 6. Theliquidloan.com for more information on that one, by the way. Hey, Kip, what's going on with your Mazda?
Oh, hi.
Hey.
Tom, thanks for taking
Yes,
my call.
sir.
My son-in-law, I told him that my Mazda 5 is 2009, and I just wanted your guys' recommendation. He was headed eastbound on I-76, headed home, and the engine the check engine light started flashing. I went out and checked it out on the side of the road, found oil underneath the car. I had it towed to Christian Brothers out here because they've had some good reviews. And they stated to him that it was about $8,000 worth of damage, that he needs a new engine. I haven't talked to Christian Brothers yet, but I thought I love listening to your show. You recommend
Kip, I want to ask you something. What led up to this? You said the engine started seizing. What does that mean? He must have gotten an oil light.
Yeah, he said he didn't. He said the check engine light came on, and as he was driving, it started flashing, and then all of a sudden the car just chugged and stalled. I had a feeling that maybe that's what would happen when I went on the side of the highway. I was hoping to be antifreeze and everything, but there was just a lot of oil underneath the car. I'm good to head over to Christian Brothers today.
How many miles on the car?
About 125.
Is it a rotary?
It's I believe it is a rotary engine, sir. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, they're not bad engines, by the way, and they don't usually seize like that. I mean, was it out of oil?
I don't know. That's what I was worried about. I don't know if he ran it out of oil or not.
Did the oil light come on?
No.
He said it didn't. He said it didn't.
No, he said he didn't see the oil light come on.
Until the very end, right? Right when he pulled over, he said, right?
Yeah, right when he pulled over. And, I did check the oil when it was on the side of the highway, and there was no oil in it. But I thought most of it had leaked on the ground then. There was quite a bit of oil spill underneath the engine. And,
I bet they double gasketed that oil filter, guys. A double gasket on there, that can push that oil out quick.
Why would they double gasket it? Oh, why?
Yeah.
When you take the old filter off, the rubber O-ring accidentally stays up there, and the tech didn't check. Then when you put the new one on, you got two pieces of rubber seated up to each other, and as soon as pressure is there, it just blows right out.
Huh. I never. That's interesting. Yeah. Hold on though, Kip. Okay. So what are you calling about now though? You're not calling about the?
I just like I said, you guys are wonderful and everything. I just wondered if it is blowing. They said it's $8,000. The vehicle's not even worth.
Well, no, and I would never. I would never invest $8,000 in it.
No, absolutely not. And if it is, I've never salvaged a vehicle before. I've never, I didn't know if there's a good salvage company because it has brand new tires on it. He just bought brand new tires, and we just don't have the time to part it out.
What model is it?
It's a Mazda 5, like a minivan, Mazda 5.
You're not going to get you're going to get pennies on the dollar when it comes to
that's not a rotary either. That's just
it's not. It's a 4-cylinder. It's not a rotary engine.
Yeah, I apologize. Yeah, it is.
Is the rest of it in good condition or not?
Yeah, pretty good condition. Otherwise, like I said, brand new tires and it's never been wrecked. But we just don't. I don't know if you recommend just parting it out. I just don't have time to part it out, or if you have a.
Well, does he have time? I mean, you get tires are the most sellable thing, the saleable thing. The engine's blown. There's really no value there. I mean, they're parting it out. I mean, that's not a vehicle where they made a lot of them and you're going to get a call for parts. I would just get it salvaged and ask for the tires and just take the tires. That's what I would do. But
okay, I didn't know you could do that.
Well, yeah, but they give you less for salvage. I mean, truly.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's all math. It's not hard for places to take salvage. Some will charge you to take it, actually.
The tires are worth something, the rims. And let's not forget the cats, guys. I mean, he can probably get $400 for this.
Yeah, that's right, the catalytic converter.
Yeah, I was checking that too. Like I said, and I've looked online, Tom, for salvage, or you guys, I've looked online for. They'll say, we'll pay you for your car even if the engine's blowing, it's no good. I just don't know. I don't want to get ripped off.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Here's how you not get ripped off. You take the money and you drop off the car. You don't get ripped. But
yeah, that's what okay.
But the problem is you want a place that'll come and get it, because if you go there and you have to tow it there, and then they can lowball you. But listen, Kurt Rogers wondered, why don't you if you know any mechanics, you could buy a used engine for a couple grand.
Yeah, I did that once before. I bought a used engine, put it in an old Corolla I had.
But did you put it in yourself?
I had somebody. It cost me $12 for the engine, $1,000 to put it in. I was good to go.
I mean, there are lesser ways of doing it. They're talking about a reman engine for that price. Yeah. You can take that thing and get a used engine, pop in a used engine, and call it good. I mean, it's going to be, let's put it this way, a used engine, it'll cost you maybe $3,000, $3,500 with a used engine. That's labor and engine. But if that's the case, though, you remember you're putting $3,500 in it. I don't know what is it worth.
Yeah, exactly, Tom. And I sold it to him for real cheap. I sold it to him for like $800, but just because they're kids struggle today. They're paying. They live in an apartment. They're paying rent, and my daughter's they've got a daughter.
Yeah, but if you get rid of it, and you get $1,000 for it, maybe, or $800, what are you gonna? What is he gonna drive?
Well, he wants to try to look in for and buy a used car, and I know it's a bad time to do that, but he needs to get to working back. I was just thinking, what if even if he could get $200 or for the car, that'll help him out. I just didn't know if anybody would come out, pick it up, and just give us the money for it. Yes.
If you call around to different tow truck companies, in fact, I'll give one to Kelly to give you, JJ's Towing. Call them up, tell them what it is. If you have the title to it and you're not going to take the wheels or the cat or anything, you'll most likely be offered $200 to $500, and that'll include them towing it. So they'll show up and give you the cash.
Wow, that'd be great, Tom. I appreciate that.
Mark will give you that number off the air. It's really too bad but the market's really bad, and it's almost better to buy new cars nowadays.
Now,
is he going to get a workable used car for $3,500?
No, of course not.
So then it may be worth it to put the rebuilt engine in.
I-25, watch for some slower traffic.
Because everything else is copacetic.
He'll never get a workable car.
Excuse me? I heard what you said.
He'll never get a workable car.
Right, so it's worth putting the $3,500 in if everything else is in good shape, right?
See, because used cars are so expensive right now, it's almost always better to order a new car, even at invoice.
I'm not, but if all he has is $3,500, he's got a usable car as opposed to.
Well, he could put 35 down,
right,
and have a very low hardware on a new car. That's what I would do. Never buy a used car in this market.
Fans, the new All-Star Summer Blizzard Treat lineup is here with flavors like the Girl Scout Thin Mints, the new Oreo.
I got to get that application to you, Kurt. I'm sorry.
And more. There's something for everybody. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
David Ellis Jewelry, 2640 East 3rd Avenue. That's 3rd and Clayton. A chain where you can take your old tangled jewelry, mismatched earrings, broken watches, coin collections. He doesn't care if you're selling the gold, the silver, the platinum, the precious metals. Or if you want to sell estate jewelry, fine jewelry, diamonds, he'll buy those too. That's 3rd and Clayton in Cherry Creek. He's been 30 years, 40 years. David Ellis Jewelry. That's 303-322-8779. Frank Duran, the realestateman.com, will list your home and show you how to do it. Even in this complicated market with rates going up, Frank still has strategies to get you the most money in the fastest possible time. And he's proving it every single day. In fact, if he could not prove it to you, he'll let you out of the listing. That's how confident he is. He just asks for 1 day, and then you can cancel at any time. But no one does. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com, 303-920-1622.
Hey folks, if you have hard water buildup on your faucets and fixtures or rust stains clouding up your bathtub, you'll want a water treatment company you can trust. Call the professionals at Water Pros. These guys are veteran and family owned and are dedicated to providing affordable solutions to your water problem needs. You can get water softeners starting at $2,195 installed at waterpros.net. Visit waterpros.net and sign up for a free consultation
How
today.
long will this bull market last? What will the next recession look like? Are you financially prepared? Visit my website now at kurtcambier.com for your free portfolio analysis. That's Kurt with a K, CAMBIER.com. Securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research Inc., a broker-dealer, member of FINRA SIPC. Investment advisor representative, Cambridge Investment Research Advisors Inc., a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Centennial Capital Partners are not affiliated.
When it comes to kitchen countertops and cabinets, you're flooded with choices. But my recommendation is but one choice, Art of Granite, luxury with value. Hi, I'm Tom Martino. Wholesale prices on all stone and surfaces.
You take a
Pay only for commission and installation. And when the kitchen is done, the
you take a picture of that and give it to Bob. On your phone, you just show it to Bob.
now for your selection of quartz. All the latest colors. 303-386-5919. TheArtofGranite.com.
Mother's Day is this Sunday, May 8th.
As a mom myself, I'll tell you, she's not going to remind you. She's way too busy being mom.
Which is why we are. Make your Mother's Day unforgettable.
Just show it to make sure I can read it.
Special from Williams Jewelers. Prices start at under $250. And we have thousands of fine jewelry choices. From names she knows and loves, like Gabriel, Decory, and Muggles.
And precious sterling and 14-karat locket. She'll cherish every day of the year by monitoring her man.
This Mother's Day, spend just $500 or more, and that'll include a pair of earrings.
I got the URL at the top.
Start earrings. The $125 value as our gift. This Mother's Day, come home to
I think that was the only thing you needed from me.
Williams.
That's the latest bank statement.
And where Colorado shines. celebrating our 75th Diamond Jubilee.
May is Maytag month, the hardest working month of the year, when you can save on hard-working Maytag performance. Like laundry pairs that make clothes think twice before getting dirty again. Refrigerators that make cold your new favorite flavor. And dishwashers that eat cake on oatmeal for breakfast.
Don't wait. Put the hardest working month of the year to work for you and save big on Maytag appliances now through June 1st. Because May is Maytag month.
Want to show your favorite teacher some love? Staples has you covered.
Covered how?
This week, earn 20% back in classroom rewards on your in-store purchases to give to your favorite teacher for supplies.
So they can sub on markers and crayons?
Staples has it covered.
Art and cleaning supplies?
Covered. During Teacher Appreciation Week, earn 20% back in classroom rewards for your favorite teacher or school, plus up to 5% back in Staples rewards for yourself. Download the Staples Connect app to sign up for classroom rewards. Valid in-store only, ends 5/7.
Hi, it's Mandy Call. Join my friends Gary Bell and Brad Pollock for the Bell and Pollock Legal Show right here on KHOW every Saturday morning at 7. It's a live call-in show to give Coloradans like you free legal advice on any topic you'd like to discuss with them.
What's your financial IQ? Want to get smarter, get out of debt, have a secure retirement income for life? Get smart with your money. Listen to Smart Money Moves, Saturday afternoons at 2 here on KHOW. It could be the best decision you make all year.
Denver's talk station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Welcome to the show. Let's talk and see what's on your mind. Now, Bob's got a comment on anti-theft devices for cars. I'm not sure where this is coming from. Or Bob, is this something you heard on the show?
Yeah, hi Tom.
Hey.
Yeah, a couple days. Yeah, hi buddy. Hey, a couple days ago, you was talking to a gentleman
You're
who
right.
runs a repair service.
You're
and
right.
That was brought up, and I bought this. It's called Ravelco, Ravelco, and it's fairly expensive. It cost me a little over $600. And basically what it is, it's a set of pins that plug into, for lack of a better word, a receptacle under your dash.
Yeah, doesn't it plug into that the computer port in your car?
No. This is completely separate from that. This is wired in, and there's only one place.
Oh, wait a minute. So you have to put the receptacle in there.
Actually, I don't. They won't let you do it. They have you go to, I believe it's called Arvada Truck.
Okay, no, I get it. But what I meant was you have to have a receptacle put in your car for this item.
Correct.
And it's an electronic key.
It is. There are 16 pins on it, and once you pull the plug out, it just disables everything. Your fuel pump.
I love it. That is wonderful. So then, when you plug it in, it completes all those circuits.
Correct. Absolutely. And they advertise that they've sold and I don't want to state this wrong, but it's within the tens of thousands of these, and not one vehicle has been stolen that has it. Their
oh, I see it. It's a very simple item. What a cool idea.
It's a very cool idea. And I put it on my truck. My neighbor got his truck stolen, and I went, this thing's $600, but my truck's worth a whole lot more than that.
And hey, listen, there's no way they're going to unscramble 16 pins.
No, there isn't. And just one more thought. He was also talking about cats being stolen, catalytic converters. There's a place in Golden called Mountain Muffler, and this guy builds custom cages that fit for the vehicle. They're about $225, $250 a cat. So, you're looking at $450, $500, but that's still a lot cheaper than having to replace them.
You're right. I noticed a lot of new cars.
Wait a second.
Yeah.
When you replace them now in Colorado, though, they have to be to California standards. A shop will literally get shut down and fined massive amounts of money if they don't follow that.
Well, wait, Mark. Wait. But what does that have to do with a cage? Hold on, guys. What does that have to do with a cage, Mark?
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought he said rebuilding the cats, not caging them.
No, caging them. He said they'll put a cage on them so you can't get to them, right?
Got it.
Yes, sir.
Okay,
yeah, it's
so
custom built. He builds them custom for each individual vehicle, so they're guaranteed to fit. And if someone wants them bad enough, they're still going to get around it, but at least it's going to slow them down.
hey, on my car and a lot of new cars, when I look underneath my car, you don't see anything. Everything is encased.
Really? I wish my truck was like that.
No, I'm serious. No.
Same with mine.
It's all encased. It's like flat. I mean, and everything is behind like an armored plate almost. I mean, I swear to you,
wow.
It's all bolted up and it's smooth. It's not like you can't even get mud up in the cracks and crevices. I don't even. So I'm wondering, and I see more and more of them have these skid plates on them and everything.
Right.
So anyway, but listen, man, I love this Revalco. That looks, I mean, that truly looks great. I'm wondering, though, if someone gets in a car, they're that far, to find out they can't steal it, do they get really pissed off and start slashing stuff? I'm serious. If they cannot start it and take it away? I wonder, what do you think? What do you think? Would they get pissed off if they can't steal it?
I think it depends on they really want the car. They probably
That little Revalco thing is wonderful.
The Sharpie site is so easy to get to, just located minutes from I-25 in Santa Fe. And with the best appraisals in town from their trained buyers,
I'm really worried about that.
Get the best deal.
On your car?
On any car, yeah.
Well, yours especially because, I mean, you have insurance on it, right? For theft? Yeah. But getting that thing for $250 for $80,000 car.
$125,000.
Well, I was being generous.
No, I'm serious.
Yeah.
And I didn't say that to be a smartass, but the G-Wagon was a bigger target. That thing, everybody fucking steals those things.
Well, like you say with insurance, you pay a couple $100 to not have to go through the hassle of replacing the car.
Portions of the following program will be recorded.
KRFX HD2 Denver.
KHOW Denver, an iHeart radio station. It's Tom Martino, the Troubleshooter, mornings at 10, streaming live on our free iHeartRadio app and at khow.com.
ABC News, I'm Edgar Jackson. Stocks are tumbling on Wall Street one day after the Federal Reserve's decision to raise interest rates. ABC's Rebecca Jarvis has more on the rate hike.
Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell announcing the largest interest rate hike in 22 years.
Inflation is much too high.
The Fed increasing rates 0.5 percentage point, sending the cost of borrowing on everything from your credit card to a new car or home loan higher.
The investigation continues. Source of the leaked draft showing Supreme Court justices could be ready to overturn the landmark abortion law, Roe v. Wade. Outside the Supreme Court, there's enhanced security. The same 8-foot high fencing used at the January 6th riot is now up. It's Hurricane Preparedness Week. Local, state, and federal agencies say another intense season is coming. They're urging
General Manager, please.
by having a plan and supplies. The National Hurricane Center says last year was the third busiest for storms on record. This is ABC News. Attorney General Merrick Garland calling employees of the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, Firearms, and Explosives indispensable partners in keeping communities safe. Garland says the Justice Department has finalized rule changes governing so-called ghost guns, now treating them as firearms.
We are committed to meeting the threat that those ghost guns pose to your communities and to you. Each U.S. Attorney's Office and each ATF field division is designating coordinators to work with our law enforcement partners to tackle this threat.
The new rules, which were announced last month, require serial numbers on individual components and background checks for buyers. A California couple returned home from a trip to some unwanted visitors. Hundreds of birds have taken over their home. The swallows came in through the chimney. It took 3 hours to remove them after they caused more than $20,000 in damage. Ike Ajaji, ABC News.
May is Maytag month, the hardest working month of the year, when you can save on hard-working Maytag performance. Like laundry pairs that make clothes think twice before getting dirty again. Refrigerators that make cold your new favorite flavor. And dishwashers that eat caked on oatmeal.
for breakfast. Don't wait. Put the hardest working month of the year to work for you and save big on Maytag appliances now through June 1st. Because May is Maytag.
At Charmin, we heard you shouldn't talk about going to the bathroom in public, so we decided to sing about it.
My sweet cheeks feeling squeaky clean. When Charmin's rolling behind the scenes, Charmin TV gives me those cheeky clean feels. That ultra strong hype is all for real. Those TV rolls got me a Charmin clean sugar. Cheek to cheek feeling oh so sugar.
Charmin Ultra Strong just cleans better. Enjoy the go with Charmin.
KHAL News Time, 12:03.
Colorado Senator John Hickenlooper is criticizing the leaked Supreme Court draft that would overturn Roe v. Wade.
This so-called draft decision we all saw from Justice Alito is truly outrageous, and it is extreme in every sense. It throws out 50 years of what the lawyers call settled law in one fell swoop.
During a virtual town hall Wednesday, Hickenlooper said more than ever we need to fight for the right to choose and unite around that. A man is in the hospital after being shot by Jefferson County Sheriff's deputies overnight. The sheriff's office says the man called dispatch saying that he thought he was being followed. When deputies met the man at a parking lot in West Bowles Avenue, he reportedly confronted them with a knife. The unidentified man was shot multiple times. His condition has not been released.
Thank you.
A restored World War II bomber will be landing at Centennial Airport and will work this weekend. The B-29 Super Fortress will be on display tomorrow through Sunday. That's the latest. I'm Chad Bauer.
Now, impact traffic.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com.
Slow traffic on southbound I-225 from the Spillway on down towards the I-25 interchange. There is an accident there southbound 225 approaching I-25. The two left lanes are blocked. In addition, a delay on northbound I-25 itself, a right lane crash at the C-470, E-470 interchange in Lone Tree. Expect those brake lights making your approach to Ridgegate Parkway staying slow all the way to C-470. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly sunny, a high of 68, and high temperatures in the 80s for Friday and Saturday.
Oh, nice.
Currently, it's 61.
I'm looking forward to playing golf tomorrow.
There you go.
And Saturday.
Playing golf?
We're playing golf with a buddy of mine tomorrow and then Saturday playing with my kid.
Their powerful hiring platform makes it easy.
I just came back from Arizona 3 days ago.
Did you play some golf down there? Where'd you play?
$75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and
I played Whirlwind.
Longbow, and Weekapop.
My favorite course in all of Arizona is Weekapop. Did you play the Choya or the
Sequoia?
Sequoia?
Yeah, there's problems with the church to go. We played golf for 3 days to have fellowship.
Kelly?
But isn't Weekapop great? It's always in immaculate.
We're going to have to talk about the next few weeks. When does construction start? Because having people in here will be a problem. We're going to have to make alterations. Wait.
Are they going to start working on the studio?
They're going to work on that newsroom, and we may have to remote. We may have to go over to my house.
Wait, we get hamburgers.
I know. He knows how to do that. I'll give you directions. We can all wait. Hold on. We can technically do this from there with a camera. We've done it. Do you know when they start?
For your back, neck, and joint pain, visit find1.com for a same-day appointment.
We may remote in Shannon from my house like we used to and have Kelly here.
What's your handicap?
Just give me the dates, though. I mean, I think I have it here somewhere.
Now mine is 16, 17. So we make a good round. Good match.
I know. I'm like at 22 or something.
Dog Station is your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide.
They're going to set something up on Monday. That's maybe when they hang the
course we're talking Weekapop course is great because there are no houses around it.
Oh, really?
It's
You're out in the desert. That's the #1 course in Arizona.
Yep.
You got to follow, right?
Yeah.
Weekapop.
This is the Troubleshooter Show.
Hey, Hal. I'm Tom Martino, and I love directing you to good people. Renew Home Innovations for your bathroom. beautiful showers, second to none. Big, you know where you have that old tub shower combo? You can put in a beautiful rectangular shower. A lot of people are going to showers only or a shower in a separate tub. You can still do the combination too. But whatever you do, if you do it through Renew, it's customized. And they don't charge custom prices, but it's customized. The wall systems are exactly like natural stone without any maintenance. American standard fixtures. It's Renew Home Innovations. Great pricing. They can start right away. Half off installation labor right now. Half off. So you pay materials and half off labor. Renew Home Innovations. Special pricing for seniors and veterans. 303-904-2000. I love those custom showers with perimeter drains and grab bars where you want them, seats where you want them, no shower door or curtain. They can make that turn where you don't have to worry about any of that. I love it. Anyway, glass block or glass or whatever. They're just wonderful. And that's renewhomeinnovations.com, 303-904-2000. Deputy Doc has an important follow-up, and let's recap it.
Okay, Sean purchased the car, and he traded in his old car.
Yeah, he purchased a
2022, brand new car.
Ford Ranger. What do I hear? Do I hear water running somewhere?
Yeah.
No, what? Did I hit a sound? Wait, I hit a sound effect? Hold on, I did.
That's you, man.
I guess he wants to drown me out.
Hold on, wait. Wait, no, it's not me, bro. It's not coming from me. Turn my computer off. It's my computer. Wait, what sound? Where's it coming from, guys? Hold on. Wait a minute.
Are you in the restroom?
Hold on. Oh, no, I know what it's from. Thank you, Shannon. It's from a website. I was looking up what I consider to be the biggest scam to hit the marketplace in a long time, but wait on that. I got off the website. It was water flowing. It was supposed to be a namaste kind of stuff. I don't even know what namaste is.
Namaste.
Namaste. Oh, well, everyone in the world says namaste, so you can say namaste. What does it mean?
That's my New York.
Does it mean like peace, or what does it mean?
No idea.
Well, anyway, I digress. Tell me what you're working on.
So he bought a brand new car and traded his old car, and they were supposed to pay off the balance on his loan. And it's been weeks, and he had to make a payment to keep his credit intact.
Yeah, that sucks, man. They didn't pay off his trade.
So we called up Alpine Ford and spoke to Mario, and Mario basically said, well, you know what, Caitlin over at our other store is a person who should be handling this, which he, some reason, never told Sean in all the conversations that he had with Sean. So Sean called Caitlin. They are going to overnight a check, and it's all going to be taken care of.
And he'll get his money back.
Right, and all Mario had to do 3 weeks ago was tell Sean to call Caitlin, and he never did.
And by the way, another guy called the show last hour. I want to bring this up. And he told us about an anti-theft device called Revalco, like Rave, LCO, Rave, R-A, Velco, Revalco, and man, is it cool. It's basically a multi-pin plug that you pull when you get out of your car, and there's no way someone can steal it. They put in this special plug that is 16 pins, and the 16 pins have to be completed in a certain sequence, and that's what that plug does. It's a little tiny thing you keep in. You know, I'm telling you, here's the problem with it. I love it, by the way. I love it. But think about this. No more remote start. Can't remote start your car. You can't really just get in and out with you're going to have to leave it in there for the valet. It's not like you're going to remove it. I mean, I don't know. I see, though, people who park outside overnight, that would be perfect. When else would you use it? I guess if you go to the movies, leave it out in the parking lot. Where are cars stolen from mostly?
That's a good question. I don't know the answer, but I would assume...
It has to be a terrible feeling, a violation, a very terrible feeling.
And it's probably in these apartment communities where people...
Can someone call... I want people to call me if had cars stolen. How it feels, where it was done, how'd you discover it? Seriously. I'd like to know that.
Well, I've had 2 stolen, so I'm an expert.
No. No, Doc,
Yeah.
you had 2 cars stolen?
Yeah.
And you drive pieces of crap. No, I'm just kidding. Where were they? No, you know, where were they stolen
Well,
from?
the first one was stolen from my home in Cherry Creek Country Club because, like an idiot.
That's a gated community.
Well, like an idiot, I left I went to take the garbage out, and I left the garage door open, and so they took it from my garage.
But wait a minute, that community is gated.
Yeah, but if you jump over the fence, you don't. The gated communities prevent cars from coming in. They don't do anything.
But wait, somebody happened to jump over the fence and saw your car in a garage open?
Yes.
I've never heard of any car thefts in that community.
Well, there've been a couple.
And I'm not going to say why, but okay.
Since I moved out. And the second one was recently, again, I was an idiot. I left, in my driveway, I left the car keys in the car. I forgot to take them with me. When it was late at night, I was just...
Wait a minute. Home. You actually came home and left your car unlocked with the keys in it?
Yeah.
Oh, you deserve that one.
I didn't deserve it. I'm just telling you how it got stolen.
My father used to do that in Long Island when he wanted a new car. I shouldn't have told that story. Oh, my God. But he's long dead. No, forget it. I digress. All right, 303-7. Forget you heard. Hold on. Control D. Control delete. Wait. Control Z. Undone. Undo. Wouldn't that be great if you can Control Z anything? Boy, I could think of some people I'd Control Z. Bam! Right out of my life. Is Mark still there? I'm just...
Oh, boy.
Control Z. Anyway, let's keep going.
Hey, I've never had a car stolen, but I did have one of mine ran over and destroyed.
God,
by
he
somebody.
did. He did at my house. I don't care.
That's right. It was at your house.
Somebody crazy I used to know. You really, honest to God, true story, man. But then Mark was trying to save me. If I had listened to Mark, I would have been millions.
50 million.
Never mind. I don't want to talk about it. But
hey,
Mark was at my house warning me, but he didn't do it privately. You don't do stuff like that. You can't. I got to talk in code because this is very, very touchy.
You said whatever I could say in front of you, I could say in front of her. You said that.
Don't use pronouns. Don't use pronouns. Okay. But anyway, he used it in mixed company, and so this person gets in a giant Ford Expedition and lit. I'm not kidding when I tell you, like a monster truck ran over his Mazda.
Wow.
He had a little RX-7. Wasn't it a brand new one?
RX-8, brand new.
Right. It looked like a monster truck. I'm telling you, you think Johnny Depp went through something? Never mind. I don't want to talk about it. 303.
Didn't Tom have his car stolen on April Fool's Day?
Yes, I did.
Yes, he did.
He did indeed.
Yeah, that's right. I did have that feeling.
Yeah.
That was a genuine feeling because I, honest to God, thought my car was stolen. It wasn't this. It was last year. I went out and I went to get blood pressure medicine. I think I'd forgotten it or something. And I went out and I couldn't find it. And I went, oh, my God, it just comes over you. Like, oh, my God, it's stolen. I ran upstairs and started screaming at Suzanne to call the cops. But that's a terrible. You're right. I had that feeling. It's a terrible.
Right.
It is a terrible. It's a violation feeling. And I hear when people get homes broken into, now, thank God I've not had that happen, but that's a terrible feeling. You know, having a home broken into, like you're thinking somebody was in here walking around taking my stuff. Terrible. Charles, you want to talk about a different kind of a problem, a repair shop, Charles. What's going on?
Hello, Tom. This is Chuck.
Chuck, what's going on, Chuck?
Oh, well, I have a problem with a repair shop on my car.
Okay.
Go ahead. My car and opened my door, and a lady hit my door and jammed it into my frame. So I talked to her, and we got her insurance, and she had her insurance company, and they didn't call me for almost a month.
No, wait a minute. Wait, ho. A woman came to your door and what?
The woman, I opened my door, and it's a Hallmark store.
Oh, I'm sorry. You opened your door, and she took it off?
And she came in like crazy and just slammed it and hit it, you know.
Oh, God, that must have hurt. Was it brand new?
Well, my car is almost brand new. It's a 2020 Subaru Touring, but I love the car.
No, they're nice cars, man. They're nice cars. So your door came off, and where'd you take it to be repaired?
Well, it didn't come off. It was jammed. I had to pull it shut, and so I took it I actually I called my insurance company, asked what to do, and he said, well, if it was her fault, why don't you file a claim with them first, then get it back to us.
Yeah, so where did you take it to be repaired? Is that what the problem is with, the shop?
Service King Auto.
Is that where the problem is, Service King?
Yes.
All right, hold on.
Every 3 seconds, there is a new victim of identity theft. A criminal could be applying for loans in your name, selling your personal information on the dark web.
Mark comes to my house.
Those are funny stories.
Walks in and says, "Don't marry her." And I'm thinking, she's here.
Who's on that? Stephanie?
No.
Oh, somebody else.
Please open a mistake. Stephanie is golden. And I said, he walks in and he goes, "Tom, we've all been talking. QCcolorado.com. What does that mean to you? I know what it means to me. It means quiet, cool, whole house fan. And I have one in my home, and I can tell you from firsthand experience. And I'm telling you the God's honest truth. My air conditioner hardly works. Here's the great thing about it. You can let your home heat up during the day when you're not there. You get home, you turn that on. It brings the temperature down immediately and cools off your house, and then your air conditioner works less. You can keep it on all night. Here's the bottom line. It takes only a few hours to get done. They put it in, and they have a remote control, so you don't ever have to worry about digging through the walls. I love my QCcolorado.com, my quiet, cool, whole house fan. You will too. 303-800-3419. That's 303-800-3419. Tell them Martino sent you, and I'm telling you firsthand experience. A cooler home, less air conditioner, and better for the environment. It's all the way around better. Save money. 303-800-3419. All right, I also want you to call BlakeHarrisLaw.com and ask about estate planning. Ask any question you want and save money there because he doesn't charge you for the answers. Once you decide what you need, he'll quote you flat rates for what you need done. I just needed a will and a couple trusts. You may not need the trust. He also can do beneficiaries deeds. He can do things to bypass probate. Or maybe someone just died. You need help immediately. He can help you. 833-ASK-BLAKE. 833-ASK-BLAKE. So anyway, he comes in and he says, "Don't marry her, blah, blah, blah." And she calls over and says, "What's going on?" And I said, "Because she had moved in with me." I said, "Go on, Mark, you can say anything in front of her, you can say in front of me. Because I'm stupid." And he said, "Okay." And he says, "We were just meeting at the bar and we all decided I should warn you. You know, you shouldn't marry her, she's a gold digger. She's going to ruin you."
Are you over 65 or turning 65? Whether you're new to Medicare,
she says,
already have
she gets
important changes
keys to her expedition.
every year that most Americans
and he's parked here, and she was in the garage. She goes,
wow.
She had to buy him a new car?
He put it in, yeah, he filed a claim.
Against her insurance company.
I should have told me something at that point.
So here's a funny story. So I had this old Infinity that I want to get rid of. So I would leave it everywhere with the keys in the car. So I want it stolen, and I get a new car. Okay, so I did that about 6 months. Then I'm driving along Island. Somebody rear ends me and totals the car. Great. So I go out and buy a brand new car.
And it's stolen.
And it's stolen 2 weeks after I bought it.
Oh my gosh.
It was mostly, I couldn't get the fucking Infinity stolen, but the new car got stolen. But you know, when I walked out, the car wasn't there. So I called my insurance company, I called the police, and I called Enterprise to rent the car, and that was it. And my girlfriend is going crazy. I said, "Jamie, it's just a car." I said, "You have it, that's why you have insurance. What's the big deal?" Nobody came in the house, they took the car, we'll get a new one. Or they'll return it, you know. I wasn't even upset about it.
Do you know this car? The first service is 10,000 miles. Wow.
Wasn't it with you? Wasn't it with you? That's the very first service.
What about
I think so, yeah.
2,000 with oil?
Very first service is 10,000 miles.
Wow.
I feel like, what?
That's amazing.
Or a year, whichever is sooner.
Right.
So mine will be a year, I think, because I'm not going to drive that much. Now that my kid has a license, I make her and him come to me.
Well, of course.
Of the NFL.
And they probably
And
love
that
it.
really bothers him.
This is a dad weekend, except I get half weekend because it's Mother's Day. So.
Oh, yeah, it's got to be.
Yeah,
It's got to be.
oh yeah, we don't give a shit about that stuff. I let her have all that special stuff, but so I won't be quite as exhausted.
We'll have Sunday off to rest.
630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. So Charles takes it to get repaired. It's his 2020 Subaru Touring. He takes it to Service King. What's the problem, Charles?
Well, I took it to him. Now, the door was hit, and it busted the door locked. It holds the door open when he did it, and it actually pushed it in the other fender, but I didn't know that. And I took it into them. They checked it out, and they said, we'll order the parts. And I waited about 3 weeks, and finally I called them, and they said they had the parts, and I took it in. They took it in for another 2 weeks, gave it back to me. When they gave it back to me, it was supposedly fixed, but when I opened it up, it made a screechy sound on that door lock. That was the door lock, and I thought, well, maybe it'll just take a while to get rub in, but it never did. What had happened was it was a faulty repair. I found that out from a lot of work, but they told me that it kept messing around. It finally pulled the lock completely out of the door. So I went back to him and said, "Oh, you need a new door now, and it's your fault. You're going to have to pay for the whole thing."
No, wait. Before, when they fixed it, they didn't replace the door?
No, I didn't replace the door, and they should have. And I got proof about that because I had to go to...
Well, hold on. Did the insurance adjuster look at it?
Well, do insurance charges look at them? Yes, I suppose they do. I don't know.
Okay. How did you find this shop? How did you find the shop to go to?
It was Progressive Insurance, the lady that I got it through, and I took it to Service King because it was...
And when was this repair done?
It was done last June.
And when did you find out you needed a new door?
I didn't find out I needed a door until about 2 months ago.
You're going to have a problem, man. So you didn't know that because they tried to salvage the door and make it work.
Yeah, it had a stress crack in it that I didn't know anything about, and that stress crack blew out the door.
I get it, but they didn't know about it either, right?
Well, yeah, I think they did.
Well, what reason would they have not to repair it? They get paid from insurance. Why wouldn't they repair it?
That's absolutely true. I had to take my car up to...
No, wait, don't jump around. I'm just asking, why do you think they purposely did not repair it the right way when they would have been paid for it?
Because they didn't do their job right, period.
Okay, you think they're incompetent?
Yes.
Now, who said you needed a new door?
What I did is I called Progressive, and they said, well, we've already paid you for it, so you're not going to get it done again.
Well, that's kind of true and kind of not, Charles.
I know it is.
However, if they paid, but they didn't pay an adequate amount because it wasn't done right, I think if you can prove it was from the original accident, they should pay for it.
Yeah,
Go ahead, Mark. What?
Well, unless if the insurance company paid these guys for a new door and then they just tried to fix it.
Oh.
Well, I don't know that. I think I don't know that. I don't want to even care about that. So I had to take it up to my dealers. I went to the Subaru dealer, and I went to their shop, and their shop is the Cadillac store in Colorado Springs, and I got the shop owner there who's been there 35 years, looked at the door, looked at the thing. It's the shittiest repair I've ever seen. They should have replaced the door and the frame and the frame in front of it.
How much is that going to cost?
It's going to cost about $2,000 to get that done.
Okay, you know what I would do? I would take that. Hold on. I would take that information along with the original repair, and I would take Service King to Small Claims Court, and you'll win, hands down.
Well, Tom, I know that, but I've fooled with this for three months, and I finally took it out to my Subaru dealer, okay? And another thing happened. A guy backed into my car and took off with a trailer hitch and went right through in front of my.
Hold on, Charles. Hold on. You're telling me. Hold on. You're telling me while it was at the dealer, it was wrecked again?
No. This is after I was driving it. I had it in a parking lot, another parking lot.
Hold on. Is this after you had the door properly repaired or before?
Oh, the door was fully properly repaired. This is another accident.
Then why'd you even talk about the first one?
Yeah, why did we talk about this whole thing about this accident if you're talking about a second accident?
Tom, I had to tell you the story. I took it to the dealer, and they says it was paid off, and he says, and they had another Subaru, another 20 there was going to trade. He said, "Well, it's under recall, but let me go talk to the guy for a minute." And he came back and offered me $30,000 cash for my car the way it is, and they said they could fix it cheaper than I could, which I knew they could. So I bought a brand new Subaru Outback Touring for a good price, and all I got to pay out of pocket is about $4,000 now for a brand new car. But this car is still damaged by the
Charles, I have no idea why you're calling me. I have no idea what the problem is. You told me this long story about a first accident, then a second accident, then they took it in trade on another car. What are you calling about?
I want to know why Service King didn't do it right.
It's too late. Bro, it's too late. I mean, way too late. You're a second accident into this car, and you sold it. You're done, man. You're done. You did this ass backwards, Charles. You're totally done. If they didn't do it right, you could have gone after them. But now you don't even have the damn car.
Yes, I do. I'm still driving it.
I thought you said you traded it.
Well, I'm traded it. My new car ain't going to be done until about the middle of July.
So, okay, then sue them in small claims court for an inadequate repair.
I thought I'd do that, but, you know, I hate to sue people, but if that's the last...
You hate to sue them? Hey, listen, I can't even... The second accident, where was that? What part of the car got damaged? So they don't blame that.
My car was in a parking lot at Walmart, and when I went in, I came out, I saw this truck back into it with a trailer hitch right in the center grill.
Okay.
He took off.
So they can't blame the door on that one. Okay.
No. I'm not doing that. I'm just saying, since he took off, I still have to pay for it or get my insurance company to pay for it.
No, I get it.
And it cost me about $8,000 now to fix my car, and I'm going to get a brand new one cheaper than that, and that's a pretty cool deal.
No, it is a cool deal, but I would still go after that shop since you have that car. They don't have to know you're trading it in. I would sue them. I would sue them, but you better do it quickly so you can get into small claims court. That's what I would do. You're the only one that holds the evidence to go after them, and I would go after them immediately. Wow. Talking about going around the bend and over the hill to Grandma's house. Holy crap.
He knows how to define the word brevity.
Denver's Talk Station with Michael Brown in the morning and Dan Kaplis in the afternoon at 6:30. KHOW, Denver. Now, impact traffic.
Yeah, why isn't the body shop fix the car? Well, we don't know.
25 at C470 has been cleared, but now we have a big delay with a crash northbound I-25 at Ridgegate Parkway. The two left lanes.
There's some strange people out there. And in the studio.
So with that big delay now, we're seeing slow traffic almost back to Castle Pines Parkway. In addition, southbound 225, a wreck approaching DTC, stop and go traffic from Parker Road. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly sunny, a high of 68 today, tonight's low 37. And then high temperatures into the 80s for Friday and Saturday. Currently, 62. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Chris McLaughlin, 630. Hey, how?
Hey there, Colorado. You're probably tired of car insurance ads. At Root, we do car insurance differently. Our app gives you smarter rates where your actual driving is the #1 factor. Because we don't need a mascot to save you money. Root, for good drivers. Download the app today. Disclaimers made live. See Root.com for details.
So many things can happen to victimize you with a property catastrophe, like a flood or a fire, mold, unattended death, a meth lab in one of your rentals, or a broken pipe. Whatever it is, you're victimized. But you can be victimized twice to add insult to injury if you hire the wrong restoration company. And that's what most people do just by picking up the phone. You know why? Because most restoration companies suck. It is an industry riddled with liars, cheats, and ripoffs. That's why I highly recommend American Restoration 24/7 for knowledgeable professionals with all the EPA certifications and the knowledge to get it done right, to stop your damage and help you rebuild if you want. They'll do as much or as little as you want. They'll work with your insurance company or your public adjuster. AmRest247.com. Don't get caught twice. Don't get ripped off, even if your insurance is paying for it. Once they pay, they're done. So get the right company up front. 8337-AMREST. Getting income later in life is a supreme goal of most retirement plans. That's why MyMoneyMyWay.com has two distinct ways of creating income. One is to buy an insurance policy and overfund it on purpose, and you can do that monthly and build up a cash value, and it grows tax-free. Another one is to get an annuity. An annuity you can buy monthly, or you can do it with a lump sum. Either way, it creates income. To find out more, go to MyMoneyMyWay.com.
Leave your home to find care. Now, thanks to Dispatch Health, you don't have to, because Dispatch Health brings the power of the hospital to
So what do you think?
That's right.
The mortgage, the conventional loans are going to slow way down, right? Is it going to slow down real estate a bit too?
Oh yeah, you'll see housing supply go from $2,000 to $9,000. Which all of a sudden the appraisal gaps will go away, the bidding wars will stop. There's still a bunch of people who won't be able to buy homes. I mean,
Because they can't afford the mortgage.
Yeah, they couldn't because they don't have the extra money for the appraisal. Right. They can't get into these bidding wars. I got a whole stack of people just waiting for that to happen so they go out and buy a home. Then there'll be some areas that will start to lose value.
My son's friend just bought a home. They had to bid $175,000 over asking to get the house.
When interest rates rise, credit card debt gets
It was their seventh attempt
and it can be
buy a home,
to get
and they kept going up.
Make sure you're doing what
110, 120, they finally went to 175. I got the house. You know, different homes. But there's others you have to go way over asking.
And excess cash. You'll be able to spend less on interest, pay your balance off faster, and potentially save up to $1,000 a month. That's right, a month. And don't forget, when you work with American Financing, you're going to get a free mortgage review before you start, so you can understand your options without having to pay any upfront or hidden fees. And if you like what you hear, they'll design a custom loan program around your goals, and they help you skip 2 payments. So what are you waiting for? Pre-qualify for free by calling 303-695-7000. That's 303-695-7000 or online, AmericanFinancing.net.
You can also see a big push on farms.
By the Division of
With what? Farms.
Hi guys, it's Andrew with Ridgeside.
5 years, 7 years.
Is a reptile
They're coming back.
damaging your
They're going to come back strong.
Are you sick of the pill and all the side effects? Well, welcome to the future. We have a major medical breakthrough. Ridgeside Medical Clinic uses the most advanced form of wave therapy. Backed by 60 clinical studies, our technology uses pressure waves to repair and open up blood vessels. We've helped countless men get rid of their ED. But what is the true end result? Their relationship, even their lives, improve drastically. If you're ready to regain your love life, call us right now, and not only will the assessment and
What's the difference between a regular loan and a FHA loan?
that produces immediate results in the bedroom. It almost never fails. This is worth $550, and it's free to callers right now. 303-499-6000. That's 303-499-6000. Put a stop to your erectile dysfunction and experience what I call the happiness ripple effect. Call Ridgeside Medical Clinic now. 303-499-6000.
UFCW Local 7 President Ken Cordova is attacking your own union members who work during a strike, issuing fines totaling thousands of dollars, even insisting members pay Local 7 any wages they earned, making it harder for her members to keep food on the table, all while Cordova made over $200,000 and Local 7 has $14 million in the bank. Massive fines and vindictive attacks. Kim Cordova is hurting union members. Paid Center for Individual Freedom.
630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Gutters don't clean themselves. It's a dangerous job. That's why I endorse Gutter Helmet, the multi-patented gutter protection system. Never clean your gutters again, guaranteed. GutterHelmetDenver.com, 303-298-8888. All right, so still not sure what Jimmy wants, but we're done with him. I hope he is successful at getting his small claims done with that dealer who did not fix things right or correctly.
It's not Jimmy.
I thought...
No, Jimmy's with the... Look at the line.
Charles.
Oh, I'm sorry. It was Charles. Jimmy's another guy. I'm sorry. That was Chuck. This is Jimmy. Jimmy, we need to help. Jimmy, I asked people to call when they had a car stolen.
Correct.
And I wanted to know how it felt and where it was stolen from. Jimmy, so many cars are being stolen. What kind of car is it?
It was a 2017 Hyundai Sonata.
Hyundais are hot commodities right now. Hyundais are really targets.
And it was 24 hours ago. It was 12:30 in 72nd and Irving in Westminster.
Was it out front of your house or what?
No. My wife went shopping, and she went into a store. In less than 5 minutes, they drove away with it. She called the police. She still had the keys. My wife had the keys, so the car was locked. She put the fob on and everything, and they just needed it more than her. But she had her phone in the car.
Yeah.
So she called the police, and she called me. I went down there, and she told the officer that we have a thing saying, find my phone. So we tracked her car to 30th and Zuna.
Let me guess, the police didn't care.
No. Oh, Westminster was fantastic.
Good.
Sorry.
Excellent.
Westminster was fantastic. They worked with my wife about 20, 30 minutes, and then we went down to 30, and then they called another, I think they called Denver, and told them that the car is, her phone is pinging on 30th and Zenobia. They went there. They couldn't find it. We drove down, spoke to the officer that was driving around looking for it, and then he stopped us and said, "I found your car, your phone, not your car." They threw her phone out.
Ah.
See, they're smart. These thieves are really smart. They, threw her phone out the window. It was found in an alley.
Oh, man.
The car is still missing, and the sad thing is, I gassed it up the day before.
Ah, dang.
So they have 600 miles to play with my my money.
Hey, so listen, did you have good insurance, I hope?
Absolutely. We have excellent insurance, but, we're doing the paperwork right now, but still.
I'm so happy, though. I'm happy that the police responded and took it seriously. There are so many thefts right now. Many of them don't even show up.
Hey, Jimmy, where on the East Coast are you from?
Brooklyn, New York.
I knew you were a landsman.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. But you know what? I gotta give kudos to Westminster. They were fantastic.
Good.
Yep, they did everything they could. They called another, they called Denver. Denver was out there looking, and actually the police officer found the phone in the alley.
Yeah. So they knew they were going to be tracked.
Yep, exactly. Yep. Well, I'd imagine they did, or else why would they throw her phone out?
Exactly. Man, that's too bad. So was the car in good shape?
Car was in excellent shape. We had 58,000 miles on it, and
how so she went shopping and the car was locked, and she had a key fob. So those must be pretty easy to hotwire.
Well, you know what? When you say hot wire, I think they just put a screwdriver in and just break the ignition. I don't have any idea.
Yeah, neither do I. So is it that easy? Jeez. Wow.
Well, evidently it must be.
So you just put a screwdriver and force it over to turn?
I'm guessing. I don't know. I guess they break the lock on, I don't know. I was going to look on YouTube and see how they steal cars.
Let's ask Kevin tomorrow on car day.
Well, you can do that.
Yeah,
but,
and YouTube will show you how to steal a car, but they won't put you on about anything to do with COVID and not getting vaccinated. But, yeah, they'll teach you how to steal a car. Anyway, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Do you have any other follow-ups?
No, I'm working on a bunch of stuff. Hopefully I'll have some tomorrow.
Smarty Marty does. Smarty Pants. Hey, what are we looking at, Marty? You got you said you had some follow-ups. So
yeah, I have a couple, 2 or 3, depending on how much time you have. So we had Felicia from a couple weeks ago, where Sears was the technician who worked for a home warranty. Okay.
Yes, he came out to fix her refrigerator or dishwasher and did not hook something up. Did not hook something up, the drain tube, ruined her hardwood floors, and the Sedgwick was offering $8,600.
Right. So Felicia said that wasn't enough, and I wrote an email to our angel letting her know that the consumer didn't feel it was enough. And Felicia called me this morning saying she never heard from them yet. So I told her I'll send another email. Right as I was about to hit the send button, Felicia texts me, "Oh, they just called me. They're offering $9,300 and I'm going to take it."
That's nice. That's nice.
They came through, they gave more money, and apparently Felicia found a contractor who can do it for less.
Good.
And so she'll be ahead of the game.
Good. Hold on, Light. All right, my dinger's there. Go ahead.
Tom, that was strong. Did you take Viagra last night or something?
No, it's just strong sometimes.
Well, I didn't get a dinger, so you should consider yourself.
Well, hold on. You didn't get it. I'm sorry. You should have got it.
Maybe
All right.
Deputy Doc doesn't turn you on like I do.
All right, go ahead. Talk again.
Okay, so the next case was Trina with Valvoline, where she claims Valvoline ruined the oil pump or something to that effect.
What was that? Wait. What was that again? I forget what that was.
It was a leaking oil, something with the oil that holds the oil, and she's claiming that Valvoline improperly torqued it the wrong way or put it on the wrong way, causing the leak. So I contacted the general manager.
When did we get that call? How long ago?
I worked on it a couple weeks ago.
Okay, great.
Or maybe a week ago. So I sent emails to the GM, who's very hard to reach physically because he doesn't have a phone. And what I suggested was to put in a claim. I said, because another company, I had a similar situation. They put in a claim, and that's all they did. Now, he responds to me. He put in the claim, and the claim was rejected. And so he's not going to continue it. So she's going to go to small claims court. But I didn't give up yet. I sent another follow-up.
Do you think she has a strong case? I mean, what does she have?
Based on she went to get a second opinion from Firestone, and they claim that Valvoline did indeed do something wrong. And
Is Valvoline the name of the shop?
Yeah, that's the name of the shop, somewhere in Longmont.
I've never heard of shops named after Valvoline, but Mark, have you? Valvoline?
Yeah, I could be wrong, but that's what I remember. I don't have the notes in front of me. But whatever the name of the shop is, and I believe it had the name Valvoline.
Okay, all right.
In any regard, I sent him another email, and I said, listen, did you even read the report from Firestone? Because it seems you didn't. And nobody likes to go to court. And that's how I left it.
All right.
So we'll see if he steps up to the plate. The last case I just got this morning, that apparently someone in the office had worked on regarding a Home Depot situation.
Well, they listen. They referred them to a contractor who had no licensing and did a schlock job.
Yeah, so I was able to reach our angel named Christine Cornell. Apparently, you guys sent her an email some time ago, and she never responded to you. Somehow she responded to me.
Good.
And she said she'll work on it and that she needed more info, which I gave her, and she's on it. So
that's great.
That's all I can tell you right now.
All right. Well, we certainly appreciate it. And Deputy Doc's a little jealous because you got your own theme song, but he's going to have to deal with it. 303-713-TALK, 303-713-8255.
Now, impact traffic. This report is sponsored by Root Insurance.
I-25 northbound at Ridgegate Parkway at 1.3 lanes were blocked with a crash. All lanes reopened, but still trying to.
Now you get the, what was it yesterday, As the World Turns or something?
No, the Twilight Zone.
Twilight Zone, right.
So I want the Lone Ranger team.
Trying to unwind it. There was an earlier crash southbound 225 approaching BTC Boulevard. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, mostly sunny, a high of 68.
So Tom, if they're raising interest rates, does that adversely affect the stock market because it's harder to get credit? Is that why the market's going down 1,000 points?
We get it. There are too many obnoxious car insurance ads.
I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know. I don't know. I know very little about.
I think because the rates are going up. I told you money's going to migrate normally to bonds, right?
Mm-hmm. History isn't it? But we were reading it earlier. After
Empower Reverse Mortgage for your reverse loan needs. If you have any idea of getting a reverse loan, EmpowerReverse.com. You should check out Empower Reverse, the people that I know and trust for your reverse loans, and you can too. EmpowerReverse.com. What he'll do is he'll talk to you and find out what you need and make sure you have the right program. That's 720-500-7719. Even if you're not ready and you're just questioning a reverse loan, give him a call. Mark has a heart for seniors and will take the time to explain it all. 720-500-7719. Rocky Mountain IV Medics.com. They are doctor supervised, medical professionals to your home or office for what you need when it comes to hydration therapy. And they do it in the comfort of your home or office at no more of a cost than you would spend going to an IV bar. So why not have them come to you, especially if you're feeling under the weather with the flu or a cold or something like that. And of course, if you just want some hydration or vitamin deficiency, or you have a migraine or a hangover, Rocky Mountain IV Medics, you can text or call the number for same hour appointments even, 720-987-2155. They'll get right back to you, 720-987-2155. Hey, Garage Kings, one of the garage floor providers, the coverings that you'll want. Garage Kings, up and down the Front Range, and a lifetime warranty, no money down, and they say the best materials at the lowest prices. GarageKings.com, 720-2520-370. That's 720-252-0370, GarageKings.com.
what they were saying here is when the last time that the market went up half a point, they raised rates. The stock market went up 7.3% in 1995. And then in 2000, it went up 3.7% when they did it. So they say it actually, the market likes it.
Yeah, well, apparently it's down 1,000 points today.
Well, that's, today.
Yeah, but it took a little while. But the money follows the trend. So they figure, hey, let's buy some mortgage bonds or short-term loan bonds or something, right? They go into the bond market.
Yes.
Have you gone to a home buying company?
you would have missed out on that extra money. But with Orchard, you got more cash at closing. Rudy's story isn't unique. 99 out of 100 Orchard customers sell on market for more than their cash offer. Getting started is easy. You go online and enter your address at orchard.com. Takes just a couple minutes and lets you skip home listing hassles. If you're thinking about selling or just curious what Orchard would pay for your home, get a no-cost, no-obligation offer at orchard.com. That's orchard.com.
How'd that guard get her out? Get that guy out of the jail? Was he scheduled for a court appearance?
I don't.
I thought you said no. There was no court.
That's what I heard.
Oh.
I heard there was nothing really scheduled, but she got him out.
Castle Rock to Longmont, earning your trust since 1998. Schedule online.
I wonder where they went. It's like they had a plan because they had another car. They ditched that one.
That'll be a movie. 3 years.
Oh, that long?
Refrigerators that make cold your new favorite flavor. And dishwasher.
And he's dangerous too.
Don't wait. Put the hardest working month of the year to work for you and save big on Maytag appliances now through June 1st. Because May is Maytag month.
Dell Technologies wants to celebrate all your hard work with these small business month specials. Get great value offers on powerful laptops, desktops, and servers with Windows 11 Pro starting at $499, plus top monitors and docks. All with easy financing options through Dell Financial Services. It's the perfect time to upgrade so you and your team can stay secure from any.
He was sentenced to 75 years.
Wow. So they'll do anything to get out.
He was a bad dude, man.
Hi there, from Barry Miller, host of your greatest wealth-building program.
Did he kill some kids too, or?
Learn how to safely.
Well, if he killed some kids, he should have been put to death.
Your money every year, 9 a.m. Saturday, 6:30 a.m.
Hi, it's Mandy Connell. Join my friend.
He had a bad record.
Legal show right here on K-House every Saturday morning at 7. It's a live call-in show to get Colorado free legal advice on.
So I have a question for you, Tom. If you know this, you know the states that have basically outlawed abortion, even if the health of the mother or rape or incest is involved. Are there states that have done that?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't
Because I was thinking about ectopic pregnancies. What's the stand on that? Because if that's allowed to continue, that will kill the mother.
They're making it even easier for you to find your favorite color. May 4th through 16th, they're offering Benjamin Moore color samples at half price. Visit your nearest Gyrus location and start sampling today.
Hi, Tom Martino, your troubleshooter. 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. To the phones we go to help with problems, questions, and complaints. Now, Karen, you were on yesterday, I believe, and I wanted to continue with you. And you're on the top of the hour here, so, I mean, or the bottom, however you look at it. It's at the end of the hour, but we will keep you over if we need to work on this. What's going on, Karen?
Well, we took the 2006 Ford Expedition to Jeff at Kimmer Transmission, and he worked on it.
Yeah. I wanted you to get an opinion. Can you explain the original problem first, Karen?
Well, it was blowing out white smoke.
And are you blaming someone? I'm trying to set this up. I'm trying to look for your notes from yesterday. I wanted you to go there to get an opinion. You said it was blowing smoke, right?
Yeah, white smoke.
Now, how long have you had this 2006 Ford Expedition?
My daughter got it from her boyfriend's parents just a couple months ago.
Right. Now I remember. And they sold it to him, and you thought they didn't try to cheat him or anything. They just sold it to him, and all of a sudden the poor kids are driving it, and it's starting to act up, and white smoke's coming out, and I'm saying, oh, that doesn't sound good. That sounds like a head or something, and maybe coolant is getting into the oil. And I said, let's get one of our experts to look at it so you're not ripped off. And what did Jeff think it was over at Kimmer Transmission?
Well, he looked at it. It was actually running gas through the engine. That's why the white smoke. and it had no oil.
So that would be a ring. Wait, was he saying the rings were bad or what?
The injectors and the camshaft.
Uh-oh.
So he says it's not, as far as he's looking at it, he said there's some damage to the engine, but he doesn't think it's enough to mess it up. He wants to do like an injectors and the camshaft, and he said he thinks it will be okay afterwards because there's some damage because of no oil in the vehicle.
Because the oil was diluted.
Yeah, it was like there was almost no oil in there. And the parents told him, oh, it's okay, go ahead and take the car and drive it. And they didn't check to see if there was oil. And so...
How much is this going to cost?
$1,173. So it's not a lot, but we might end up having to help them because they're about ready to get evicted and all kinds of stuff, and they do need a vehicle.
Oh, man. How many miles on this?
208.
God. Did he say the transmission looked good?
Yeah, he said he thinks it's going to be okay. He said there's some damage, but he doesn't think, he said once we do all this, he thinks that it will, he's like, I can't promise anything.
Right, but he thinks at least it'll run.
Yeah, he said he thinks it'll be in pretty good shape to last a few more miles once this is all done.
Well, I will tell you this. You can trust him at Kimmer Transmission. He's a good guy. And I'm glad you got it over there. Who knows? Maybe the parents will the in-laws will give that money back and let them put that towards some of the repairs, too. See if that'll work. We got more coming up on the Troubleshooter Show.
For over 150 years, CIBC has helped people go from where they are to where they want to be. From leading to managing.
Get your word today, Doc?
Of course.
Always.
I've only missed one, I think. The limp I missed.
So is the key putting it, I downloaded it yesterday.
Yeah.
It's having a good word to start.
Right.
And you always have the same word you start with?
Yeah, ADIEU. Because that has 4 vowels in it. And then
that was my question.
If that's not good, my second word is short. SHORT, because that has the O and has 4 common letters in it. So if ADIU comes up blank, the chance are it's got to be an O, right? Most of the time. So I'll do short, SHORT, because TR and SH are very common combinations in words.
We've become so much more than a fixed frequency from a radio
You know, so the second letter is like an R. You can eliminate a whole bunch of things, because you know that in English, it's like CR or FR, there's no MRs or XRs or Y. You know, you can eliminate a whole bunch of letters based upon where the R is.
ABC News, I'm Micah Josh. Security fencing is now surrounding the Supreme Court.
God.
What about the little baby George? Demonstrators with freedom of views and abortion rights are also there following the leaked draft opinion.
Fucking people, man. God.
ABC's Terry Moran has more on the investigation into the source of the leak.
I don't think there's anything wrong with protesting. You should do it violently.
Marshal of the court, Army Colonel Gail Curley, to lead the probe. COVID cases are on the rise in the U.S. The CDC now expects hospitalizations and deaths to rise for the first time in months. The World Health Organization says worldwide COVID cases are still declining. Renewed fighting in Ukraine as Russia steps up attacks to the north and in the southern city of Mariupol. On Wall Street, markets plunging on the heels of the Fed's announcement to raise interest rates. The Dow is down more than 1,000 points. This is ABC News. The Justice Department announced the seizure of a yacht owned by a Russian oligarch.
The yacht is owned by Russian oligarch Suleiman Karamov and was seized by law enforcement in Fiji with support from the FBI. The Treasury Department had designated Karamov as part of a group of Russian oligarchs who profit from the Russian government through corruption and its malign activity around the globe, including the occupation of Crimea. Attorney General Garland said there's no hiding place for the assets of criminals who enable the Russian regime. The yacht, called the Amadea, is believed to be worth at least $300 million. It's now docked in Fiji. Aaron Katursky, ABC News, New York.
Allergy season is now 20 days longer than in previous years, which researchers attribute to climate change. Allergists like Dr. Nita Ogden recommend being prepared.
You want to look and see if the pollen count is high that day. Maybe sunglasses, protect yourself from the pollen. A mask, have your medication, depending on what you take, with you if you need extra.
Ike Ajachi, ABC News.
Okay, let's start unloading the sod over here.
The grass is always greener when Haruka's Lawn Care does the mowing.
And then we want to get the flower bed started before lunch.
They need a new landscaping designer to keep their budding business growing.
Do we double check the incline here? This one needs to drain this way.
Indeed can help them hire great people fast.
I need Indeed.
Indeed you do. Our hiring platform instantly connects you with quality candidates whose resumes on Indeed match your job description. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
How long does it take to tackle a home project? With Angie, you could cross it off your list before this ad is over. Just tell us what you need, indoor or outdoor, repair or redesign, and we handle the rest. Sending a task force to get it done. You don't have to lift a finger, except to tap the screen or click the mouse. Plus, Angie is free to use. So bring us your next home project, and we'll bring it home. Download the app or go to Angie.com. That's ANGI.com to get started.
KHOW News Time, 103. The city of Denver is prepared in case of large-scale protests surrounding Roe versus Wade. So far, there's no suggestion anything would get out of hand. Denver Office of Emergency Management spokesperson Michaela Ortega says, despite preparedness, people have the right to speak out.
The city and county of Denver respects, supports, and protects the First Amendment rights of our residents and visitors.
Denver OEM is not aware of any specific threats of violence, and there are no plans to activate its emergency ops center. After a chilly couple of days along the Front Range, a change today.
Today we're going to be near 70 degrees, actually pretty close to average for your Thursday. But by Friday, low 80s, mid 80s on tap for Saturday. Also going to be fairly breezy on Saturday.
Fox 31 meteorologist Kylie Burst said Mother's Day on Sunday will be mostly sunny and breezy with highs in the upper 70s. Amazon offering its employees in Colorado Springs a chance to upgrade their education at Pikes Peak Community College. The company plans to pay the tuition of any employee that takes classes at the school. That's the latest. I'm Chad Bauer.
Now, Impact Traffic.
This report is sponsored by Indeed.com.
A couple of crashes on the south end of the metro area, both on northbound I-25, one at 2470 and one at Ridgegate. Both have been cleared out of traffic, but still some activity on the right shoulder northbound at Ridgegate, others flowing from Castle Pine. And an accident on southbound 225 at CTC Boulevard is out of the way. That stretch back up to speed. Fox 31 pinpoint weather, plenty of sunshine this afternoon, high near 70. Will cool off to the mid-40s overnight tonight. Mostly sunny tomorrow for your Friday, with a high right around 80. Breezy and 77 on Sunday. It's 63 right now in Denver. With your impact traffic and weather, I'm Jenny Monroe, 630 KHOW.
Finding a great hire can be a challenge. That's why there's Indeed. Their powerful hiring platform makes it easy to attract, interview, and hire candidates. Visit Indeed.com/credit and get $75 towards your first sponsored job. Terms and conditions apply.
Every 3 seconds, there is a new victim of identity theft. A criminal could be applying for loans in your name, selling your personal information on the dark web. Now, protecting your identity can be very easy thanks to LifeLock by Norton. No one company can prevent all identity theft or monitor every transaction of every business, but LifeLock is simple and easy to protect yourself, and will save up to 25% off the first year when you go to LifeLock.com or call 1-800-LifeLock or use the promo code Henry.
From the host of the hit true crime podcast, Dr. Death and Bad Batch, comes a brand new, unbelievable story. Sympathy Pain investigates the shocking tale of one woman, a former nurse, who spent nearly 20 years facing illnesses and tragedy until the victims confronted her on national television. Sarah Delashman told people she had leukemia or muscular dystrophy, even Ebola. She knew enough to be convincing, but it was all a lie. Listen to Sympathy Pain on the iHeartRadio app or wherever you get your podcasts.
Reach out to Tom Martino and let your voice be heard. Call, text, and now talk back anytime with our free iHeartRadio app. While streaming KHOW on the full screen player, just click the microphone to record your message. Talk back to Denver's Talk Station now. A brand in your hand. Denver's Talk Station has your chance to win $1,000. Just enter this nationwide keyword on our website. Pay. That's pay. Enter it now at KHOW.com.
So guys, we're Monday and Tuesday no matter what, but we may have to remote Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. We have to figure out. Okay. You can still do that. We just have a camera. We have to set up a camera. Okay. Hi, Tom Martino. Welcome to the show.
303-713-TALK, 713-8255. RealCBDThatWorks.com is your ticket to CBD products from Panacea Life. RealCBDThatWorks.com for pain, inflammation, anxiety. I'm telling you, it's some good stuff. And if you use Tom with the promo code, you get 30% off. They even have a cosmetic line with anti-inflammatory properties. It does amazing things. Now, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Kurt Rogers is with us from Affordable Interest Mortgage. Next week on Monday, we're going to have a seminar starting at 6. Tuesday. Why do I keep saying what? Okay, Tuesday. Next Tuesday. That's why I don't know why I keep saying that, but Monday. But it is Tuesday. To find out more, just go to theliquidloan.com. That'll tell you everything you need to know. And we're going to talk about the liquid loan and why, even with higher interest rates, you can pay off your home quicker and pay less interest. I know it sounds crazy, but it's simple interest. You have full control over your principal payments, your interest-only payments if you want to pay that. And, of course, if rates go down, it goes down again too, right?
Yeah, that is correct. As the rates move, it will move with it.
But even with today's rates, you still pay your house off quicker.
Yeah, you'll pay less interest and own your home faster.
That's the important thing.
And that's what we're going to show you. We have a spreadsheet that will show you how it works. We'll give you examples with yours. But yeah.
Plus, you have an emergency cash if you need it. And then if you pay down your principal a lot, need it all back, you get it back too. It's just totally liquid. 303-713-TALK if you have any questions on the liquid loan or any problems, questions, or complaints. Mike wants to talk about Frontier Airlines. Go ahead, Mike. What's going on?
Okay, sorry, I had to pick up the phone. So we have reservations to fly back to Syracuse, New York in July. Frontier just sent my wife a text that said the flight had been canceled.
What?
And
why?
So we checked in on the flight. We went to the link that they said, and they were offering a refund, or they were offering a $50 voucher to new tickets, or they were offering alternative flights. So I went on to a couple of different flight sites and also called a buddy who's a travel agent. The flight is still active, but it's about $400 more expensive than what we picked it up for. So what they're doing is they're bouncing us off the flight so that they can free the seat to make it more to get the higher fare. And what I want to know is, one, is it legal? And two, what's my recourse? I can't get them on the phone. I've sat on the phone for an hour, and they haven't picked up, and it just plays their music, and they keep saying that the wait time is 30 minutes, but they
now, hold on. Frontier, first of all, man, Frontier's got a black eye when it comes to customer service. Now, the flight was supposed to be in 2 weeks, right?
No, the flight is in July 27th. I'm actually looking at a flight at a travel agent website right now. So the flight for Frontier was Wednesday, July 27th at 8 a.m.
Okay, hold on. I get it. Hold on. So now what I want to know is you get a notice saying it's canceled.
Yep, it says we're sorry, your flight departing on August 3rd, 2027. Now that's the outgoing, but they canceled both. They tried to reroute us. Tried to reroute my wife. My wife is flying by herself.
So you have a round trip basically.
Yeah, we have a round trip. We also paid $200 extra for all the extra add-ons, the options, cancellation fee, the whole 9 yards. So what they did is they booked her on another flight that has a 10-hour layover. They tried to book her.
Did you have some kind of a super saver fare that allowed them to redo it?
No, I went onto the Frontier site back in August and paid for it off of the site. So it was not super saver. It was just a regular airfare of $188.62. That was the fare. that they were advertising at the time. It was just a regular fare, and now the fare is up to $5.87, something like that.
One way?
So no, that's well, it is the round trip. The other flight would have been the flight back would have been free. So that's round trip.
So hold on, I want to know apples to apples. What was the old flight compared to the flight now? Okay, what your old Resi compared to one if you make it today? How much? What's the difference for a round trip?
The old flight, the airfare was $188.62
for a round trip.
The round trip. The new flight is $598.
For a round trip, it was only $188.
Yeah, it was $188.62.
And now how much is it?
And now it's the same flight is still active. It still has seats open. It's $598.
Round trip.
Round trip. So what they're doing is they're bouncing me to make the upper fare. They're bouncing my wife to get the higher fare.
And what did they offer you in exchange for the bounce?
They didn't. They offered a refund. They offered to book her on another flight. So I looked at the flight they were trying to book her on. It
10-hour layover. I get it.
Layover.
But they're willing. See, here's the rub. If they're willing to give you, here's what you're. Okay, let's get right to it. First, I believe the ticket outlines their rights to do this. Okay, but let's say it doesn't. Let's say it's a contract. Okay. You entered into a contract with them, and they're saying to you, we can't fulfill the contract. Here's your money back. The question is that full and final settlement? Or can you sue for specific performance? I don't think you can. I think the airline industry would falter and crush. I think the most you can ask for is a refund if they'll give you a full refund. And you're saying they will give you a full refund.
Well, they just offer. I don't know if they're going to give me a refund on the options or not. I haven't been able to contact these people.
What do you mean a refund on the options? Hold on. I don't know what you mean. Mike, you lost me. What do you mean a refund on the options? What does that mean?
There were options for like no baggage fee, get in first, best seat available.
Did you get all? Did you take out all? You should get a refund on every dime you spent.
That's $198. They haven't offered that.
Well, they should, and I don't think we'll have a problem arguing that. Why the hell would they make you pay for baggage fees if you're not going to take the flight?
Well, that's what I'm saying is that just doing this alone, this is not just a family reunion. It is a situation where the wife will be with the family having a wake for a departed family member. So for me now, I'm looking at coming up with an additional $900 to fly her back. The reason we took advantage of that was that
I get it.
Fare they were offering.
Hey man,
now they want to.
I get it. The question is not whether they did it, is can they do it? And I think unfortunately they can because they do it every day, not just Frontier, but every airline. But what's weird about it? What's weird about it is that they did not really cancel the flight. That's the part that gets me.
They're lying. I've got the text looking in front of me, and they're lying. So
is there someone you can talk to about this at Frontier that you can say, wait a minute, I could see truly, if you did cancel the flight, but you did not cancel the flight. I mean, did you talk to anyone about it?
No, nobody will answer. I couldn't get anyone on the phone. They say they have a 30-minute wait time. I was on the phone for an hour. Over an hour while I did work. I just left the phone on speaker. Nobody answered. So I finally just said, forget it. I've had good, you and I had some work in the past, a long time ago. I'm very happy with you. I thought, well, I'm just going to call him. I actually tried to call one of the people at Front. I did a government contract with them years ago. We provided them a service in the work that I do. And so I thought I'd try to reach out to one of the operations supervisors at their airport location there, and right next to the airport and the corporate location. And unfortunately, they have either moved on or the phone has changed. It went to another person.
Well,
so
yeah.
I didn't leave a
Listen, man, Frontier is not making any brownie points in the field of customer service. Trust me, they suck. The point is, do we have someone at Frontier we can contact? Kelly, do we have anyone in our list for Frontier? I'm not sure.
Let me check.
It's not right. And you know why they're doing it? They're doing it so they can bump up their fare.
But hold on, they're not doing it though just to bump up their fare. To be fair to them, their fuel prices have increased dramatically, and their pilot shortage is real.
Well, I understand that, but they didn't cancel the flight. At least that's not.
I know they did,
and the travel agent are showing. So they lied to me.
They did lie to you,
Mike. Were you able to print out a boarding pass?
No, we never got to that point.
Why don't you try printing out a boarding pass and see what happens? Because if you have a boarding pass, when she goes to the airport, they have to let her on the plane.
Well, that's an idea. I didn't even think of that. We would do it at home. But
see, what I'm thinking right now is they are literally going by and they're reselling the seats. That's what they're doing.
Yeah, that's what they're doing. They're reselling the seats. But they are breaking a contract, which, yes, you say, and that's probably true. It might be in the contract if I read the fine print. But ethically, it is the wrong thing to do.
Yeah, but see, Mike, I'm not sure their conditions cover them lying. I mean, it might
say, I don't think they do either.
It might say they have a right to cancel the flight. But if truly they did not cancel the flight, then that just sucks.
Yeah.
I mean, Dennis has a comment. Dennis, I'm not sure what your comment is. Go ahead. What is your comment?
Sure. I don't know if they're actually selling seats. I've heard of this before where they're not selling seats. It's because they overbook for their flights. And then what they do is if they have too many people, then they take the lowest fares and they bump them. But it's all covered under the FAA rules, you know, the compliance rules or whatever it is for airlines. And so there's a guy on the internet called the Points Guy. I would send him an email and he'll tell you what your rights are.
Yeah, but hold on a second. Did they say, Mike, that the flight was canceled or your flight was canceled?
It says, we're sorry, your flight departing on August 3rd, 2022 has been canceled.
Okay, hold on. Now what Dennis is saying is making sense. They're not saying they canceled.
Parse it out lawyer-wise. I work with attorneys. If they're parsing it out lawyer-wise, then they're using the language.
Well, no, I'm saying what they're saying is your flight. They're not saying everyone's flight. I mean, I'm serious. Listen, I'm not saying they get away with it. It sucks. But if what he is saying is right, if they overbooked and now have to cull the passenger list and they go to people who paid the least and they say, hey, Mike, your flight departing such and such was canceled. I mean, first of all, you had tickets for you and your wife. Are both of your flights canceled?
No, I had tickets just for her. It's her family. I have to work. I run.
Okay.
She's going. I can't leave here. Yeah, so it's her flying by herself. I wanted her to fly straight through and not do the sit in the
I don't blame you
airport for hours. But again, it's I mean, if I could reach the people, and I'm going to reach out and email everyone I have had a working relationship with back then, because I mean, this is something even I would think that the news agencies would pick up on. If I'm one, then there's got to be dozens.
How about going to the ticket counter in person and saying, look, here's the website, or here's the app showing the flight open, and here's an email saying that they canceled it. That could be something. Listen, I'm just offering alternatives. Let's see, Kelly, if we have someone at Frontier.
We do have an angel on the list.
All right. If we have someone at Frontier, Mike, a contact that we're going to put you in touch with.
With such frequent ups and downs, will flat market volatility derail your retirement? Hi, I'm Linda Gardner, host of Your Money, Your Retirement, Saturdays on 630 KHOW. If you're concerned about the markets, call today to schedule a complimentary review of your portfolio. Call 720-488-8604. That's 720-488-8604. Or online, yourmoneyyourretirement.com.
I love when an auto repair facility has everything you want. including, of course, the trust that I have in Sheridan Autotech. Kevin has way more than that. Kevin is the owner, Kevin Calkin. I call him Uncle Kevin because he treats his customers and employees like family. But he also has longevity in business, more than 20 years, honesty, experience, knowledge, convenience, and value. Whether you want major repair, minor repair, electrical repair, or maintenance, regular maintenance, you can get it all at SheridanAutotech.com on Colfax and Lakewood, on Havana and Aurora. 303-455-7242. If you are looking for a criminal defense attorney, something happened. Something happened. Hey, were you accused of a DUI? It's possible. You know, some people try to predict, or they try to figure out or calculate what they can drink and still drive instead of using rideshare or instead of getting a designated driver. That's on you. But sometimes, you know, it's a question. Sometimes you're falsely accused. Whatever it is, you need a criminal defense attorney. Don't ever try to handle a criminal offense, a charge, on your own. And that's where Joe Lazzara comes in. Joseph A. Lazzara, I've done the shopping for you. I know him and you can trust him. Free initial consultations and then flat rate pricing. 303-429-6200. Joe Lazzara. 303-429-6200. Also at referralist.com. You know I love garage coatings, and you know that there are a lot of clowns in the business. That's why I want you to listen. There's only a few that we recommend, and Garage Kings is one of them. Garage Kings, up and down the front range, the lowest prices, no deposits, and a lifetime guarantee. GarageKings.com, 720-252-0370. That's 720-252-0370. GarageKings.com.
You have 3 ex-wives in your current home. Your wife wants a life insurance policy 3 times the size of the policies you had to purchase for your previous mistakes? If so, you need to call Big Lou at Term Provider, 800-333-1750. Big Lou is intimately familiar with your problems, and if you're 50 or 60 years old and in reasonably good health, a $1 million policy should only cost about $100 to $200 per month. Big Lou may have a solution for your previous policy too.
What's going to go on, man? How long are they going to stay in the Ukraine, Russia? How long? If they haven't taken that country by now, that's a sad testament. That's sad.
Well, like I said, can you imagine what NATO could do to Russia if Russia can't even handle one country, as opposed to a coalition of 30 countries, including the U.S.?
Where do you think the first target would be in the U.S.?
U.S.?
If he sent it.
Washington or New York.
He would?
Either one of those two. If you want to disrupt the country, you disrupt the financial center and the government center. There'd be no question where they would do it. Right? I mean, if you were Russia, where would you send the first two?
What does that note on line 1 mean?
Oh, probably the guy who works at Channel 4. Look what happened to the country after 9/11. And that was just 2 buildings.
I can hear you.
Hello, this is Joe Cordell. Cordell and
One of the
Cordell
terms to use is I have it on my...
Yeah. Oh,
how's that?
Perfect. That works. To maximize our
Simple solutions.
I don't know if you heard me. He worked with him at Channel 4. His name's Terry Jessup.
Oh, yeah, I know Terry really well, yeah.
Their children. We're the partner our clients count on.
I like that, Don.
Help to you, give us a call.
That's my mantra. Simple solutions to difficult problems. .com.
303-221-DADS. CordellCordell.com.
Trade in, trade out, trade down, whatever your needs
You know what Occam's razor is, right? Have you ever heard that expression?
What is it again?
Occam's razor. Well, Occam was a king in the Middle Ages, and he came up with this razor, which is like a philosophy, that the simplest answer is almost always the right use.
Really, I have my own mics and all that.
Because like I said, if you hear hoof beats, the odds are it's horses, not zebras.
Yeah. It hooks with a regular Cat 5, right? Yes.
That's Occam's razor.
Okay.
Bring things up for your Thursday backup near 70 degrees with plenty of sunshine, especially.
So it's not Wi-Fi, but it's hardwired. I have a hardwire to my Cat 5, and then that would be it. I just hardwire it, and then it's all pre-programmed to find KHOW.
Like the new Oreo dirt pie, caramel fudge cheesecake, cotton candy, and more. There's something for everybody. Only at DQ. Happy tastes good.
Denver's Talk Station, 630 KHOW.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Karen, I think you wanted something else. I'm sorry, Karen. Go ahead. What did you need?
That's okay. I'm not trying to get charity or anything, but we really need to see if you're able to help us with this. His parents are
Well, what do you mean help you, Karen? With the repair, you mean like to pay for the repair?
Yeah, if were able to.
Okay, Karen, here's what we do. We help people who have disabilities. We help people who have single moms who have children. We help people in dire straits. A young couple that is low on some money and have two sets of parents, we don't normally do. I'm not trying to belittle your request. I'm just saying we are not set up with our charity foundation to help except in the extremely dire situations. And an auto repair, I mean, I can tell by what you're telling me that Jeff is probably giving you a rock bottom price to begin with on those repairs. But I don't understand these in-laws. If they sold the car to them, why wouldn't they gladly refund the money if that car turned out to need major repairs?
I think they only paid him. They only had it a couple months. I think they only paid him like $250 so far.
Uh-huh.
So, and the parents are pretty much bankrupt. So.
God, this is a terrible situation. Do your kids work? I mean, what are they married?
No, they work, but then the boyfriend either quit or left his job, and we've already given our daughter 2 cars that she did not take care of, and we've already given her about $20,000.
My God, Karen. I mean, listen, I'm not trying to preach to you. Listen, we all have our crosses to bear. Have you ever thought that maybe she needs to make better decisions, especially in partners?
Well, yeah, but you can't. They're supposedly adults, so.
Yeah, but Karen, one thing is for sure, that they will find a way to survive one way or the other. I mean, I know it's hard, man, but at some point you got to stop helping, and you got to say,
that's what we did. We stopped helping, and now they're like, they're not really asking, but they don't have a vehicle. They just somebody ran into their vehicle about 3 months before. About a month before their parents give them this one, and so now they're not going to have a vehicle at all.
They don't have any little kids, do they?
No, thank God.
Thank God. How old's your daughter?
21.
Is this her first serious relationship?
Yeah.
God.
So
I always say people are one relationship away from failure.
Yeah. I mean, it's a story that I don't know.
Hey, we all have been through it or know someone who's been through it.
I know, and it's just crazy, and I just
listen. I'm not, Karen. You have to understand something. We do help people directly in very rare, dire circumstances. And like I said, a young couple that is just, were they working, by the way?
They're pretty much.
What did this guy, you said this guy left his job. What was he doing?
He was actually working at FedEx, making $20-some an hour.
And why did he leave?
I keep hearing different things. I don't think it was a good reason, in my opinion. But
oh man.
So I just.
This
I don't
is
know. I'm
look
just
at
hoping if they.
this is that I know if they say around $1,000 for these many repairs, that's going to be like that. That's almost charity he's doing right there for that. I don't have any other suggestions. I really don't. If they had a job, if they had a real job and they were making money, you know, even rideshare would get them through a few weeks. It's just that I don't know if I don't. Look, I don't want to drag this on for you, Karen. I understand. If I was a parent, maybe I'd be doing the same thing. But what we're doing and what Jeff is doing and taking a look at it free and all that, I mean, it's the best we can do at this point. What do you know, at some point, though, helping out kids doesn't help them anymore. You have a deadbeat boyfriend, deal with it. I mean, what do you do? 303-713-TALK. If anyone has suggestions, give us a call, seriously. There's wisdom in much counsel, as they say. 303-713-8255. You hear me talk about reverse loans, and I'm very picky about who I choose to send you to. Silver Leaf Mortgage is one of those trusted lenders for reverse loans. SilverleafMortgage.com. They even have a nonprofit foundation that can help you make minor repairs to your house to get it fixed up for the appraisal, to get a better appraisal. Silverleaf Mortgage. They'll walk you through the entire process or answer your questions about reverse loans. 720-REVERSE. 720-REVERSE.
This is Denver's Talk Station with Tom Martino. Now, Michael Brown tomorrow morning at 6:30, KHOW, Denver. Now, Impact Traffic. This report is sponsored by Allstate.
There's an accident on eastbound I-70 at Peoria that things up on that stretch. No other problems though right now on the highway drive around town. Just some slowing in the usual spots. Westbound I-70 heavy from
Kurt, how old are your kids?
270 sluggish Commerce City.
49 and 47.
Did you ever have a problem with them when they were growing up?
Oh,
You did? How did you handle it?
When my son was 17, he didn't like the way life was at home. I said, then move out. And he actually lived on the streets for 3 years.
God almighty, you really stuck to it.
Are you a safe driver?
That's pretty strong.
Money?
I mean, we just had some serious
the safer you
issues.
drive, the more you
A lot of
can
things
save.
going on.
And Allstate
I said, you're welcome back here, but when you live in this house,
visit Allstate.com or call an agent for a quote today.
now him and I are the best. I couldn't love that boy more than anything else in the world.
Well, of course not, but he
He had to learn that. And I couldn't teach him any other way. My daughter at the age of 15 got pregnant. Had a baby at 16.
And how did she do it?
She has her own business.
Did you help her?
We talked about, first thing we talked about was abortion, and I said, well, if her boyfriend said he'll be with her in the abortion, I said, well, first of all, you ain't going nowhere. Second of all, if you want to have an abortion, I'll be there with you. You know my feelings about it, but I'll be there with you. I said, but here's my choice. I'll make this promise to you. We will make this work. You'll still stay in school. We'll go through this.
Did she have a baby?
She had a baby. Greatest gift in the world. She'll tell you that. And it was hard, but we got through that part. And now she's fine. I actually have a great grandchild.
So you went through some shit, man.
Yeah, for a few years. And it wasn't easy. I mean, but what happens if I die, if I haven't taught them how to stand on their own? My job's not to be their friend. My job's to be their parent. To teach them to stand on their own, so when I'm gone, they're okay. That's my responsibility, and that's biblical. It's my job to raise them up.
That's right.
So, it wasn't easy, but I think a lot of parents go through that and tougher things. But where that mother is right now with that child isn't today. This has been happening for years, and these decisions have been made to put them in this point.
This program is designed to guarantee the money by having the buyer pay
I have
all
two
of the
children,
commission.
and they're just completely opposite as far as they're both very nice kids, but
And within one day, they were under contract for $16,000 more than a previous
is totally
realtor had told
dependent,
them
and the other one
they could
is
get. And the buyer paid all of the commission.
makes wrong
The
choices.
Zero commission program makes it easy.
How they could be completely opposite. I don't know why they hate both vehicles.
One's a boy and one's a girl.
The boy is easier. 100 times easier.
See, my daughter was easier. Even though she got pregnant, she was easier because of the relationship. My son was tough. He was more me when I was a kid.
I have a great relationship with both of them, but
Sandy Beale investigates the alarming death of a young woman who
hang in there.
career in law enforcement.
Stay on your convictions. Don't you change.
Untangles the mystery at the heart of the investigation, revealing a troubling pattern.
That's
when I think about what my kids have compared to what I have with other kids, it's like
baffles your mind.
You know, like
Have you still not refinanced your mortgage?
what they have at
Well,
their
soon you might be
disposal,
kicking yourself in the head. Rates are at historic lows.
what gifts are,
Take
and
advantage
like,
of our new fast track loan.
you know, it used to be if I could get $5 my mom, it was like a fucking miracle. Kids now, they ask for $50.
No fees.
Oh yeah, it's $20 if you lose a tooth.
A trusted lender for over 20 years.
$20.
Keep refinancing last year.
Somebody moves and the parent give him $20 for
I'm going to prom, can I have $100?
Save up to thousands of dollars a year. This amazing 3.25% rate and APR won't last long, and our new fast track loan process can get it done in record time. So call today, 844-425-3669. That's 844-425-3669. 844-425.
It's Title 42.
It's the biggest
Title 42. If it's lifted,
That means they don't have any COVID restrictions on immigrants.
Yep.
Imagine selling your home and getting paid twice. How's that even possible? To sell your home and get paid twice? You can with Orchard. It's simple. Orchard makes you a solid cash offer on your home. If you agree, boom, here's your cash. Orchard handles everything from there. Paint, repair, clean, list, and show
if
your
you
home.
used
And
a
if your own home sells
liquid
for more
loan
than Orchard paid you for it,
to self-extinguish until you die, you didn't care about leaving your equity to anyone. I wonder if it would last as long as a reverse loan.
Longer. I actually have customers doing $500,000-600,000. They'll take money out
And never pay it, and not care about paying it back.
It would go 25, 30 years. Not an issue.
the upside when your old home sells for more.
I've run the numbers.
Get paid twice?
I actually
Self-extinguish, where you use the funds to pay the interest and taxes.
actually take 1,000 out and let it go from there. Just to pay themselves $1,000 a month.
Hi, Tom Martino here, 303-713-TALK. Don't forget waterpros.net. If you want pure drinking water, as much as you can get, don't buy bottled water ever. You can do it for under $1,000, and it's better water, not just pure, wonderful water. It's better than bottled water. Waterpros.net, triple filter, reverse osmosis at your kitchen sink for under $1,000, fully installed by plumbers. Waterpros.net, 303-862-5554. 862-5554. Okay, so, Terry, welcome to the show, Terry. What's going on? I think I know Terry. What's happening, Terry?
Hey, Tom, how are you? It's
Good.
been a long time.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
What's going on with you?
Oh, I'm just retired after 40 years of journalism, and I'm a designated living fossil, basically. But thanks for asking.
And by the way, being retired now from journalism is a good thing because it's not journalism anymore. But go ahead. I'm not going to get on my soapbox.
No, I agree with you, though. No, the reason my sprinkler guy came out, turned on the sprinkler system, said, you need a new water pressure reducing valve. And I said, okay. And he said, I would put it on myself, but I'm not licensed to do it. I bought the valve at Home Depot. It's a $70 part. And he said, the sprinkler guy said, this is the easiest thing to do. It's a half-hour job. I called a plumber. They wanted $1,100. So in essence, I guess I'm asking if you know an honest plumber.
Well, it's not so much being honest, but here's what happens with them. because they have to do that the reason they require a plumber is because they have to make sure nothing backfeeds into your system and it goes against their license if something ever happened. And even though I understand what you're saying, it is very easy, but they don't want anything coming back on them. So it's not even worth it to them to take the job without at least something. I'm telling you about that. And the reason when they break a fresh water line, and what they're doing is they're reducing the pressure going to your sprinkler, right? Is that what they need to do?
Correct.
Okay. And as a result of that, they have to make sure that your water system is not contaminated. Whenever you're working on a sprinkler system, it's really, the backflow is really important, and that's why they require this. It's not necessary, Terry. I'm just telling you that's why they do it, and that's why licensed plumbers won't come out there for a few bucks and get it done. And it's going to take them hardly any time to do it. But sometimes, if you can get a good handyman, or if you ask a plumber on their own time to do it under a homeowner where you do it as a homeowner's permit, or you're allowed to do it as a homeowner.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not difficult to do. I mean, it's so ridiculously easy. As a homeowner, for example, you have the main shutoff, and is the main shutoff? It's before that pressure valve, right? The main shutoff to your sprinklers, right?
That's correct. There's one above and one below, and in the middle is this reducing valve.
That's right. So if you shut off the supply to your sprinkler system, then you have, like in the winter when you drain it, you shut off the main water and you drain your system. Is that right?
Yeah, that's what my sprinkler guy does, yes.
Okay. Is it drained right now?
No, he just turned it on yesterday, but he turned it right back off because of this pressure concern.
Okay, and when he turned it off, did he drain it back down?
No, I don't believe he did.
How did he know? How did he know your existing pressure valve was not working?
Well, he put on this device. He said you can get it for $10 on the spigot on the outdoor hose.
Okay, good.
Said,
he's smart. You know what? He's very attentive, by the way. We have people now. You know, again, you said, do we know an honest plumber? And we know plenty of honest plumbers, but we don't know any cheap ones. That's the problem.
Okay.
So, no, honest to God. So I'm telling you, if you see, even a good handyman can do it, but they won't because of the liability, and it all stems down to backflow. That's what it's called. Even though the chances of backflow are next to nothing, because what you're going to do is shut off the supply to your sprinklers. You're going to drain down your. Do you see where the old one is?
Yes, I took a picture of it, and that's when I went to Home Depot and said, "This is what I need."
Right,
So
and the old one, and what pressure did you buy? Is it adjustable, or did you buy fixed pressure?
I don't know. To be honest, I bought just what the guy told me I needed.
Okay, all right, that's fine because. Okay, so the pressure coming out of your house is too high for your sprinklers, and it's going to eventually, he said, pop a sprinkler head or do something like that, right?
But yes, quite possible, he said.
Okay.
He said the pressure was like over 90, and he said you want to be down around 75.
Right. If he drains down the system for you, you can, right where the existing one is it copper or is it plastic where it is?
It's copper.
You don't know how to do that, do you?
That's above my pay grade.
Okay.
I could probably do it.
That's too damn bad. Because here, what you would do is literally, I know it sounds simple. If you have no water and no pressure and nothing, once it's drained down, it's so easy to cut that out and put it back in. But I mean, that's why, or you got to pay the price. Now, $1,100 is a little steep, by the way. Are you sure that's the lowest price you got?
It is to this point, but I told the guy I'm not doing that because I had a friend that just had a similar issue a couple years ago, and they did it for $300.
Who did he? Do you remember who he got to do it?
No, he didn't.
I do have the name. I do have the name of someone who I'm going to give you off the air.
Okay.
And he's a licensed plumber. The reason I don't want to do it now is because he's going to. I don't want him to get inundated with people who want a cheap plumber, but he may do this single job for you if you told him I told you to call. Hold on. 303-713-8255.
Can you give him let me know when she can hear me and talk to Terry. Are you listening? Is she listening? Okay. Tell him to talk to Tony Akers over at Master Router, Tony Akers, and ask him if he'll do that job. The number is on referral list for Master Router, Tony Akers. And that's for Terry. Retirement Planning Center of the Rockies is just what it sounds like. It's a retirement planning center for you. And I'm using them, and I urge you to use them. Not because they're going to take over your retirement plan. What they're going to do is coordinate it. You may already have someone doing investments or not. You may have someone advising you on taxes or not. Healthcare, long-term care, your legacy, your estate, or your income for your retirement. They can counsel you on all of that stuff and offer you as much or as little service as you need in those areas. But no matter what, they will coordinate everything, and you can trust them. And they'll show you where they'll save you money for the small fees that they charge. You'll see where you'll be ahead. rpcenter.com. Go read about them. A father and son-in-law team, family owned and operated. They'll meet with you. They'll come to you. They'll cater to you as much as you need to feel comfortable. Everything is approved by you up front. 970-663-3211. 970-663-3211. rpcenter.com. Okay, I feel comfortable referring people to you on a daily basis. And I've been referring Frank Duran, the real estate man, probably longer than anyone. Oh, I don't know. We've had a lot of good people. I mean, Jay Francis, the roofer, I've been referring him a long time, and I've been referring Chappie and Garage Doors. But hey, I'm digressing. What I'm trying to tell you is this. I know these people firsthand. Just like Kurt Rogers from Affordable Interest. I know all of these people. Frank Duran is someone I know, not just someone I refer. And he'll take care of you, whether you're buying or selling real estate. Frank Duran, therealestateman.com. 303-920-1622.
To find care now.
That's a cool bag.
Bought it up at,
Did you say Terry at Master Router?
What's that?
Did you say Terry at Master
Oh,
Router?
no, Tony A.
Tony at Master Router. Okay.
He may come over and do it for him or know someone.
Evergreen, at an art festival. The guy was selling, the military guy selling $45. I said, yeah, I'm in. For 12.
What, did he make them?
Yeah, he makes it. Well, big rainstorm. Not now, they are when I bought it.
I've gone through so many forms of bags and stuff for my flight bags, trying to find the best one possible to carry everything I wanted. Finally, I just said, shit, there's not one perfect unless you can have it made. So, because there's certain stuff I want to leave in the aircraft, and certain stuff I want to carry with me. So, I just did a little caddy that I use with my airplanes for the helicopter. Each plane has its own little kit of shit you want. There's really no one flight bag for everything. But I love bags. I hoard containers and bags. I don't know why. Just if I find little zipper pack bags, I have a little place where I keep them for cords and shit. I'm a hoarder of hoarding. I'm a hoarder of organizational shit, which doesn't even make sense.
If you're organized, you would.
I know. And Like, I went through incredible length. I have a toolbox that is like more than any human should have, and I don't need one like that. But I love having I love having that shit.
You don't like to borrow.
I know, and
I might use it once in my life, but I got all of it.
I love having what I need, but I have way more than I need. But I love being able to do shit myself. And it probably is not money, smart money, because sometimes it takes me way longer than it would a professional. But I've learned some. I've learned some of these. I've learned sometimes to delegate, to hire out. But there are some things with my aircraft I won't let other people do because they won't take the time. You know, with an aircraft, when you take it apart, it's not like a car. It's not very well fit, no matter how expensive the aircraft is. When you take a panel off, it, honest to God, has to go back the same exact way you took it off. And I mean right down to the screws. I know it sounds crazy, but they're fit. They're not like standard. They're not, I don't know why. I think because they don't build them in assembly lines like they build cars, you know. I wish they did, but they don't. Because there's not enough volume ever. So they have assembly teams. And they don't have, like, I wish, you know, things machine built are better than that bullshit about hand built is not right. But and as it goes down the line, everything's consistent with aircraft design. So I fucking used to hate when they would take stuff apart for an angle and put it back together. And everything was, you could tell they did not put the right screws back where they belong, or they over-torque them. There's nothing worse than over-torquing a screw with an aluminum, rib nut, and then you strip the fucking thing out. There's no nuts behind it. You know, you have to literally drill it out and put in a whole new casing. Because they're all blind, you know. And it's just hard to explain, but people just work so fast to take the time. So I hire people. I take shit apart, then I have people come in. I have people do shit and then leave, and I put it back. Stuff like that. Hi, Tom Martino.
Your troubleshooter, 303-713-TALK, 713-8255. Welcome to the show. I'm going to get this right. Tuesday is our seminar. You're going to feed them, right?
Yes, I'm good.
Filet mignon? No.
Not quite.
It's okay. We're going to have snacks.
We're going to have good food.
No, it's good. And to find out, all you have to do is go to theliquidloan.com to make your reservation. No obligation. And really, there's no cost. But it's really important, especially with interest rates doing what they are, to find out why this can help you. Let's talk to Brendan. Brendan, what's going on with your insurance and your accident? Let's get this out quickly so we can at least start working on it. What's happening?
All right. Hi, Tom. Thank you.
Yes, sir.
On March 7th, we had really bad weather, and I was driving home from dropping my son at the bus stop, and I was rented by a girl. She was flying, doing about 50.
She was texting. She was texting is what she was doing. I don't care what you say. I've seen so many teenage girls texting. Anyway, what happened then?
Well, so I was almost finished turning onto my road, and she slammed into my wife's car, a 2014 Explorer Sport, and in very good condition. And long story short, she sent me across the curb. The tire hit the curb, ended up sideways.
Did you say it's a 2000? Did you say it's a 2014?
Yes, sir.
Explorer
Sport with the twin turbo.
Yep.
Yep. Only about 72,000 on it. My wife took very good care of the car. We had just put brand new tires on it. She just finished paying off the car about 2 months earlier. And so, long story short, she admitted fault. State troopers cited her for reckless driving. It was bad weather. She just locked up the brakes and slammed into me. She totaled her Subaru. It was her parents' insurance.
I hope that text or Instagram was important, or the Snapchat. So anyway, what's going on now?
Yeah. So her insurance company let us have a rental car for about 3 weeks, and then they took it back. Thankfully, we have a work truck that my wife is able to drive.
All right, let's get to the problem.
Car.
They're not offering you proper value, or what?
I don't think so. They're offering me $24,800, but with used cars up over 30% now. There's no way with those low miles for that year I can buy that car for what they're offering.
You know what? Here's what's great about it, okay? You're not arguing with your insurance company. That's what's great about it, which means you can make all the demands you want because it's her company, and either they pay it or you're going after her. But it has to be realistic. I don't mean it has to be what it used to be, but it has to be realistic. So
yeah, I'm looking to be made whole, not betterment.
Brent, well, actually, you're right, and part of that might be that this might be a beautiful car that they took from you. Now, Brendan, we have a guy on the referral list that has helped so many people I can't count now. His name is Petty. I forget his first name. It's not Richard. Richard's Justin Petty. That's right, Justin Petty. Petty, like the race car guy, right? He's related to him.
Right.
Anyway, he runs a website I want you to look up. It's called PettyDetailsLLC.com.
Okay.
Also, I believe it's diminished value of something, but here's what he does. He's on my referral list. If you go to referrallist.com.
I saw, I have his website. I did go to your list.
All right, you go to him.
Follow Tom Martino.
And he'll
Real Tom Martino.
Hey, why is this? Why are we off?
All of us
Hold on, we're off.
KHOW.com. And on the iHeartRadio app.
Leland Conway is next
on Denver's talk station.
630 KHOW. Joe O'Day, an outsider.